Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This will be a second live stream of the day and the first of a few live streams that I'm planning on doing in the coming future here on self-improvement. It looks like the alternative culture of crypto has led us down a path of becoming a better man, a better boomer worldwide. And today we'll be talking more about that. It seems like crypto itself is an improvement on the financial system, and that alternative lifestyle has led us to an improvement all around overall for ourselves in diet, exercise, mental, physical, philosophical, and all types of frequencies out there, if you ask me. Today we'll be talking about that. Kaboom the likes, the subscribe, the post notification bells, all the buttons out there, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word. Again, we'll be talking about self-improvement, crypto diet, and exercise. This is a live chat. I'll be talking about some of the strength training programs that we've been doing, some of the diets that we find useful, and more and more. I see SK, I see Ahmed, I see the rest of the boomers congregating here in the population of the chat box. Indeed, guys, touch the buttons. We'll be talking about that today. Let's get straight to it. Or let's actually wait a few seconds here. Let a couple more boomers come into the population out there. SK, Ahmed, I'm not sure if Revolutionist is here, or Reed Mac. That could be from our prior stream. But D-Rock just came back into the population of the chat box. He says, what's your thoughts on the ladies doing the 5x5 workout? Old lady wants to get rid of some body fat but not getting swole. Great question, and that actually leads to the actual program that we're working on right now, the strength training program called the 5x5, and it's linked down below. You guys could check it out in its entirety over there at stronglifts.com. And D-Rock's asking what's my thoughts on ladies doing the 5x5 workout. And I think that's okay. I think that strength training can be beneficial for the majority of people out there, including females. Okay. I think that actually I came across a video not too long ago, and I should have shared it here, of a actually she was 70 plus, a lady from Oxford University, a professor that started powerlifting at age 65 and saying that she feels better than ever. She had never lifted before and started doing heavy lifting at age 65, and now she's 72. She works at Oxford College, and I should have linked that video. I'll do it on another stream, but she's feeling better than ever. So the answer to your question, what do I think about ladies doing the 5x5? I think it's fine. This program starts you with the right weight, low weight, and then you do a progression to get to heavy weight. So you won't get injured out there. That's important to get the form correct first, do the form correct, and then get to that heavy weight. So my answer to that question is, yeah, I think that this could be beneficial for both males and females. Revolutionist is in the population of the chat box. Kaboom to Revolutionist. He says, we're back. I will check out this 5x5. So yeah, let me go ahead and get straight to what I'm personally doing. Okay, I started on the strong lifts. This is an beginner to intermediate program, and let me be clear. Most people that have been going to the gym thinks that they're intermediate or advanced. I've been going to the gym for years, and the fact is, unless you're doing heavy weight, you're probably not an intermediate lifter. Okay, the fact is, you're probably not an intermediate. The most of these guys that are probably tuning in, including myself when I first started, could be considered beginner. Okay, Revolution has been lifting for years, and so have I. So I mean, I wouldn't consider myself weak, but to the standards of strength training, I mean, I haven't seen what you're lifting, but most people are in the beginner to intermediate level. Most people are not advanced. So this is a beginner to intermediate program that focuses on getting stronger. Point blank, it's getting stronger is what you want to be doing. It focuses on several workouts: the squat, the bench press, the overhead press, the barbell row, and the deadlifts. This is what you'll be doing 3 times a week to get strong out there. Okay, so I started somewhere around, I would say, July, and I'm still doing this. This program is about 4 to 5 months before you taper out and you have to, you know, go into another program. So it's a good basis. And then you'll be doing a combination of workout A and workout B. And I invite you guys to check out this website. I'm not getting anything for linking this website below or anything like that. I just found this to be an extremely useful resource to understand strength training. Again, I've been working out for years, and in fact, I've actually worked in gyms before. So I would say that I'm someone that's intermediate to advanced as far as knowledge of gym education. But this actual publication and this website and the way that this gentleman Mehdi from Europe spins things on strength training really changed the way I look at things and gave me more of a perspective of how important it is to lift heavy weights. Okay, you could be doing 10, 15 reps and you could be, you know, getting physically better and aesthetically better, but the name of the game here, as far as what I'm talking about, is to get stronger, not just to look better, but to get stronger. Shout out to D-Rock. He says, my girls follows Michelle Lewin and wants a similar build. Never really know how truthful these fitness pros are on their diets and PEDs. I'll have to get her on the 5x5. Yeah, and I've seen plenty of females do the 5x5 and have some benefits. So let's talk about this actual program. I invite you guys to check out this. If you're interested in, you know, getting stronger, read this entire website. Again, I don't get anything for plugging this website. I don't know the guys at StrongLift, have nothing to do with these gentlemen, but this I have found as an incredibly useful resource out there. So read this. It's like an entire book. Okay, so again, this consists of 2 workouts. Workout A, squat, bench press, and barbell row. Okay, you do workout A the first week, and then workout A and workout B. So you start Monday with workout A, Wednesday with workout B, and then Friday with workout A again. Then the next week, you're going to start off with workout B on Monday, workout A on Wednesday, and then workout B on Friday. Then you go ahead and switch back and forth. Okay, workout A, the squat. You're going to start always with squat out there, okay? 5 sets of 5. I also invite you guys to download the app. It'll track your pounds on how you should be lifting out there. Start off very light. Don't let your ego get involved. You're going to have a progression with this, and you're going to be on this for months. So you don't want to start off at the normal weight that you've been doing, even if you've been going to the gym. Okay, for some of you guys out there, starting with the bar or just 25 pounds on each side of the bar could be sufficient. Okay, so you start off with squat. Okay, make sure you're going all the way down, and then you head on over to the bench press. Okay, and then you're going to be doing barbell rows. That's workout A. And then workout B, which is on Wednesday, you start again with the squats. Then you're going to do overhead press and then deadlift. This program consists of 5 sets of 5. And if you download the app, they're going to take you on a progression through adding more weight. You're going to do 5 pounds every time that you go back to the gym. You're going to add 5 pounds. D-Rock says, my girl follows Michelle Lewin and wants a similar build. Yeah, we just talked about that. Indeed. You know, again, I think that females could definitely profit physically from following this program. I bench 150 kilogram and my neck is wider than my head, says Revolutionist. He's been lifting for years. So in this, in your case, if you know you're probably more of an intermediate, I would follow something called the Mad Cow. Okay, or some sort of West Side barbell conjugate methods. If you're already benching 150 kilograms, definitely, you know, you're already superseded and past the Strong Lifts program. But most people are not benching that much, so you may want to check that out. All right, let's also talk about diet. I'm going to go, you know, into these topics little by little. This is the first of many self-improvement crypto diet and exercise chats. So we're going to be doing cursory summaries on some of these topics. And as the days progress, we're going to go deeper into it. And hopefully you guys will rock with me and we can make better men out here. Recently watched the Ronnie Coleman, The King Story on Netflix, says D-Rock. Can't believe how broken down he is now after all the surgery. He still has a great attitude for the sport and still lives, says D-Rock. Yeah, Ronnie Coleman went extremely hard, almost too hard maybe. But he says he has no regrets out there. He says the only regret that he had was not putting more weight on the barbell. So, you know, that's what it is out there. You know, Ronnie's right now hospitalized, if I'm not mistaken. So Revolutionist says, I personally recommend the huge tractor tire flipping, as that is a great way to finish your workout, as it works a lot of muscles. I do 10 flips 4x. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. You know, that could be a good ancillary workout to after you did all your workouts. But this specific exercise program, the Strong Lift, only follows barbell and compound workouts. Again, the main lifts: squat, bench press, overhead press, barbell row, and deadlift out there. Let's talk about the keto diet, which is something that I followed for some time. For about 2 months, I lost about 20 pounds, and now I'm doing a different diet. But I want to talk about the keto diet because I have had good results following a very, very low carb diet. Okay, this is the Reddit link down below, the Keto Gains Reddit, because this is specifically catered to those that are trying to gain muscle and work out while doing the keto diet. If you guys don't know about the keto diet consists of very low carbs. So at this, you're probably going to be doing about 5 to 10% of your caloric intake in carbs, about, let's say, 20%, 25% protein, and the remaining about 70% roughly in fat. Okay, so normally people get power from carbohydrates. When you strip off all the carbohydrates, your body goes into a state of ketosis. It releases ketones. Ketones feed off fat and turn that fat into energy. Okay, so it takes a while of stripping out your carbohydrates so that you can produce the ketones. Okay, the way I was holding myself accountable to get into that ketosis state is by measuring with the urine strips. So I had these urine strips, you pee on them or whatnot, and it lets you know if your body's releasing ketones. It takes about 2 to 3 days or whatnot of not eating carbohydrates so that you can get into this ketosis state. Once you get in the ketosis state, you start burning fat like no other. So not only fat that you ingest and that you eat, but the fat that's actually on your body. Okay, this leads to fasting. Okay, another thing that I've done to get results, and fasting not only has weight loss results, but other results as well, including increasing the growth hormones. Shout out to Brian. Hello. Mark D says, I was on a flight with Lewis. Lots of makeup on that. I'm not sure what you guys were talking about there. The best workout is watching Netflix and chill, says Smooth Operator. Working out with Netflix and chill. I can't disagree with you there, Smooth. So getting back to the topic at hand here, the diet and the fasting. So I followed the keto and the intermittent fasting. Okay, intermittent fasting is not eating for the majority of the day. So something like, let me give you an example. Fasting for 16 hours of the day and then eating within an 8-hour window. That's an example of intermittent fasting. If you want to go a little harder, you could do 18 hours and then eat for 6, or even, go very, very hard and, fast for 23 hours and only eat 1 meal a day in an hour. Okay. Like I said, I was doing about a 16 or 18-hour fast, and I'm still actually following that. And I've had some extremely good results, not only just with the weight loss, because I'm not trying to lose any weight anymore. I found a good weight, and actually now I'm trying to increase more muscle gains. But I feel like it really regulates my digestion. Before you can arguably say that the digestion wasn't that good out there. Eating too much carbs kind of made my stomach a little gassy. And through the intermittent fasting and stripping of the carbs, I feel a lot better. You can see some of the benefits for intermittent fasting here listed on healthline.com. Intermittent fasting 101, a beginner's guide. But what I found interesting is some of the benefits that are aside from losing weight. So how it affects your cells and hormones. So it releases, here's some of the changes that occur in your body when you fast. Human growth hormone, HGH, the levels of growth hormone skyrocket, increasing as much as 5-fold. This has benefits for fat loss and muscle gain, to name a few. Okay, so also insulin sensitivity improves and levels of insulin drop dramatically. Lower insulin levels make stored body fat more accessible. Cellular repair. When fasted, your cells initiate cellular repair process. This includes autophagy, where cells digest and remove old and dysfunctional proteins that build up inside cells. Now, this concept of autophagy Some say that it leads to curing some diseases or even tumors or whatnot. Again, this could be on the field of pseudoscience. Champagne is not a doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist. I'm just sharing with you information that I've come across that I found beneficial out there. So look into autophagy when it comes to fasting and how cells eat the old and dysfunctional cells and build up new ones. Gene expression is another benefit from intermittent fasting. There are changes in the functions of genes related to longevity and protection against disease. So you may want to read this, okay? And for those that like to go a little bit more aggressive with the fasting, there's long-term fasting you could do. And I came across this gentleman on YouTube, the Snake Diet. Now, I want to place a disclaimer. This gentleman's on the fringe. He curses, he yells. Some may not agree with him. And he also has experimented with carnivore diets, eating raw foods and whatnot, even going so far as to drink his urine. Indeed. Crazy stuff. But he promotes a fasting-focused lifestyle and what it's called the Snake Diet. Completely stop eating and only drink salt water and potassium, and then refeed every like 72 hours or so. You could see some of the results that the Snake Diet has produced via his Instagram account, the Snake Diet Wizard. And again, I don't know I don't know the Snake Diet directly. I don't know, I'm not plugged into anything that I'm sharing during this live broadcast. It's just things that I came across. Okay, you could see the creator of the Snake Diet. These are some of the results that people have had from long-term fasting. Just stop eating. You can see some of the pictures here, and it's like results after results after results. I recommend you check his channel. He's actually an entertaining YouTuber, the way he yells or whatnot. Even, strength lifters. You can see some heavy results out here. This is from long-term prolonged fasting. Derek McLean says, drink your own pee. This man is a nut. Indeed, that's why I wanted to go ahead and preface that with, it's on the fringe. And I've never heard of that before. And I'm going to be, obviously I don't drink my urine. But when that was brought up, someone that I know reminded me of a fighter called Lyoto Machida, an MMA fighter. He's a legend, and he's been linked to drinking his urine as well. So, it is what it is, guys. Again, we're focused on alternatives here, and we're looking into everything. So, I mean, I would at least have an open mind and listen to it. I'm not promoting this, obviously. I haven't done it, but it's interesting that people are doing things that are arguably wild. I did fasting yesterday, being at work 10 hours with no food, lots of hungry skeletons running up and down with scanners, says a Smooth Operator. Yeah, it takes a while, Smooth, to get adjusted. If you just did a 10-hour fast, for a few days, you're going to have trouble if you've been used to eating all the time. It takes a few days to really get into the groove and have your body adjust with the insulin levels or whatnot. So I wouldn't say, to let it go just because you didn't get results the first day or if it was too hard. Drinking piss, the health craze that's sweeping the nation. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then you got other people that drink breast milk or whatnot. So I've heard it all, guys. I've heard it all. That's what it is. Fasting is hard for me, says Derek. It's, it was hard for me at the beginning, but, it becomes easier. And, again, I want to let you guys know when you're doing the fasting, it's not that you're starving yourself, is that you're basically doing a detox. And then when you do eat, you eat really good protein and fats, and you do have a good refeed, and then you get all your calories in. So I do intermittent fasting every day, basically. And when I do eat, I eat good. I get all my calories in. In fact, I started counting my calories this week because it was something I wasn't doing. Kaboom! To Marlon Jones, Bulls on the block. He got 5 on it. He says, kaboom, minor crypto pullback before the major crypto bull comeback. Indeed, Marlon, indeed, out there. Appreciate you tuning in. Marlon, one of our original boomers, probably one of the high-ranking officials there. Throw you a sniper gun. Marlon's been doing videos on YouTube with the master nodes or whatnot. Check him out there on the channel. Definitely check Marlon out. And yeah, Marlon, welcome. Today, this is our second live stream, and we're doing a self-improvement crypto diet and exercise chat. So we did all the crypto talk on the last live stream just about an hour ago, and then just popped up this second live stream just to talk about diet and exercise because so many people have been chiming in the population that I wanted to share some information that was beneficial to me. Promoting drinking piss with referrals. That's funny. Smooth operator. Kaboom. I'm telling you, breast milk coin, each coin backed by 1 liter of breast, all natural breast milk, says Derek. That's very funny. Got my videos right side up, says Marlon Jones. Congratulations. I'm glad you got that figured out. And if you're looking for a screen recorder, again, I'm not sure if you're using a Mac or a PC. If you're using a Mac, you can use the QuickTime. The QuickTime has a screen recorder option. If not, the PC, most of the new PCs has an Xbox app, and that Xbox app allows you to do screen recording. You may want to search it. Indeed. Thanks again a lot for that 5 there, Marlon. I appreciate the 5 on it. Black coffee, take away the hunger, says Revolutionist. Yeah, coffee's good, you know, to take away the hunger, but coffee does increase anxiety for many, and can, you know, lead to more acidic stomach and you know, messed up stomach for some. So you may want to also experiment with the fasting. Don't drink anything but water. Okay, so that includes tea, coffee. When you fast, there's some people that say when you fast, it's okay to drink black coffee or tea, but I don't think so. When you fast, is completely stripping out everything, including that coffee as well. Diagnosed with ulcerative colitis 15 years ago, doctor had me on too many meds that held me hostage. Went on an SCD diet and removed all corns, grains, and processed foods to get off meds, says D-Rock. Well, congratulations. You know, I keep coming across, okay, people on the internet that said that they've removed grains and different vegetables from the diet and they've had great results. Some have even removed some of their symptoms if they have autoimmune diseases. I invite you to check out another fringe YouTube channel. I'm showing you guys the fringes right now, okay? Not that I agree with these people, but I'm showing you the rabbit holes, okay? Check out this gentleman over here, Severage. He's been interviewing vegans, okay? So he's got ex-vegan, and you can hear all the stories from ex-vegans that he's interviewed, that they've all removed eating vegetarian and vegan, and they started eating meats again, and they are feeling great. Shows a lot of vegans that had malnutrition, somehow were a lot of them depleted with B12 or whatnot. Check this out. Now, I also want to preface this guy's on the fringes too. Sometimes talks about the flat earth, which I'm not into, and then he's a raw meat eater. This gentleman will eat raw meat and drink raw milk. So, you know, it's interesting to check this out. I would at least consider these interviews that he's doing with vegans, that they're talking about their personal story. So these are all anecdotal evidence. Of course, it's on the pseudoscience field because it's not scientifically peer reviewed what we're talking about, but it is what it is. Stay away, Derek. Don't be another victim of the Me Too movement, says Marlon. Champ, I need advice on women. I think a girl at work is really hot. I want to somehow tell her I'm interested, but not be creepy and cross any lines at work. How should I do this? That's a good question. And, you know, Champagne doesn't really give advice with women. I wouldn't go ahead and just tell her that you're interested. I would show her that you're interested. You know, maybe invite her somewhere. You know, act like a leader. But if you come across too thirsty with women, my experience is that turns them off. You know, so if you like her, you think she's hot, don't be scared to tell her that she's hot, you know, but you don't have to think of a slick way to do it, but don't worry about what her response is. You got to act like you don't care. Okay. You got to act like you don't care. That increases your confidence. And that's what, in my experience, women like is confidence out there. Marlon saying, stay away. You don't want to be a victim of the Me Too movement. Revolution says, be straight up and she will respect. Just ask. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's no slick way to do it. If, you know, you'd be like, you know, ask her if she wants to go out somewhere. You know, don't make it all official like a date or whatnot. Just invite her somewhere. And then, you know, if she's going to go with you alone somewhere, you know, that's step 2 or step 1. You get a closer step to where you're trying to go to out there. I don't trust the USDA food pyramid scam, says D-Rock. They want us to eat what they need to sell. Too many diets out there. Tried paleo and it was easy and worked. You know, that's why I got into the keto out there, and I'm looking into these alternatives of just maybe eating directly meat out there, because I'll tell you this much. it seems like that food pyramid is a scam, and they're pushing nothing but grains. It seems like, you know, that's to promote the farming industry, and it's easier to sell, you know, produce grains and sell them than it is to raise animals. You know, so that's what it is. You know, rule number one, never flirt with girls at your job. And I'll agree with that, Smooth. You got to watch out if it's, you know, I forgot that it's someone at work that you think is odd. You got to be careful at work out there, Derek. You got to be careful at work. You know, nowadays, you're better off, you know, trying to do it outside of work. I forgot, you know, I definitely looked over that part that she was at work. You know, if she's at work, you got to be careful with that. You know, now with the HR departments or whatnot, and I don't know how the environments are now, but I can only imagine. You know, Champagne's an indie boomer, so I haven't had to deal with HR in a while. So just be careful. Yeah, this is at work. That's why I'm worried. Yeah, you gotta. You know, I don't want her to report you. Exactly. You know, you may have to look for different alternatives, but you know, invite her to lunch. Maybe that's not too out of this world. Queens, I gotta show that comment because since you put a word, you triggered YouTube. He says the easiest P in the world, just don't get feelings involved out there. Yeah, if you show too much, that, you know, if you seem too thirsty and you come across too clingy, that's probably not gonna work for you. All right, so I showed you guys the severage. So if you're interested in, you know, seeing the benefits of carnivore diets and people that have removed vegetables, check out this channel. This is Fringe. This guy eats meat, like raw, a raw meat eater. And then he interviews the vegans. Also, for the fasting, check out Cole Robinson's Snake Diet. He's also on YouTube. This is an entertaining channel. You know, whether you agree with this guy, this is the guy that drinks piss or whatnot. This is an entertaining channel just to see him rant and rave. Definitely check this channel just for entertainment purposes. Okay. And then let's talk about inspiration for lifting. Okay. Which is this gentleman right here that I always share this info, this meme over here, Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels is a 23-year-old power builder from New York City, recently moved over to Los Angeles. I've been following him on YouTube. He's blowing up, over 230,000 subscribers, and he's hitting a PR personal record with his lifting. It seems like every other week out there. Let's go ahead and actually play some of his lifts while we talk. This video that he dropped yesterday. This gentleman obviously is on performance enhancing supplements. He talks about it in his channel and why, and you may want to check him out. He's just a young dude pushing and pulling weight like no other. Definitely an inspiration to become stronger. And to be clear, Champagne doesn't use any performance-enhancing drugs, and I'm not interested in them. I know I joke around with sending them over to Vitalik at some times and or whatnot, and that's not to throw shade at anybody that's using PEDs, because it's totally up to you. You know, to me, I'm not with it or against it. I just don't care. Fake News says, sup, feller, haven't watched you since the big booms. We're still booming, Fake News. Appreciate you tuning in. We're doing our second live stream of the day. Just talking about self-improvement, general, you know, diet, exercise, some ancillary content from crypto. I found that, you know, crypto is an improvement on the legacy financial system, and it's an alternative to the fiat paper currency, to the precious metals. It's a new way of booming. And I feel like that frequency has led many in this sphere to other self-improvement frequencies, including strength, training, diet, exercise, or whatnot. So that's what we're talking about here. Didn't Hitler have a piss fetish, says Smooth Operator. I don't know. I don't care. And last time we talked about that, we got knocked offline because you know how YouTube gets triggered with little words like that. That's funny bunny out there. Let me throw the bunny. Snipe him out the box just in case. Snipe him out the box just in case. That's 8 hours with a girl every day. Work is the best place, says Queens. 8 hours to flirt. All right. When's the weightlifting competition, champ? First place gets a bag of Cardano, says D-Rock. Yeah, I mean, you know, I would love to do a weightlifting competition, but I'm nowhere near the amount of weights to be in competition with some of these guys in my weight and age class. I'll tell you, these guys are pumping. Look at this. Look at this guy lifting 225 with one arm on his left arm. So this is motivation, you know. Aside from crypto here in the crypto winters, because, you know, you could check your coin market cap all day long, and there hasn't been much action with crypto, and it's okay because it's a time to accumulate. But in the meantime and in between time, sharpen your blade. Make sure you're looking like Larry Wheels, deadlifting 835 for 3, which is something I'll probably never be able to do, but it's fun to at least watch and get motivated. Champ, you think Extra Bytes is a funny bunny coin the developers don't want to show themselves, says Smooth. Never heard about it, Smooth. I'll be honest, never heard of Extra Bytes, so I don't know if it's funny bunny or not. Revolutionist says, Derek McLean, either way, coffee won't hurt. Okay. And I'll say, you know, coffee's okay. You know, I wouldn't drink too much coffee, but when you're fasting, I don't recommend drinking anything but water. Now, all of a sudden, the live stream health went into red once we said those trigger words. Smooth, look what's going on. It's very funny. What a coincidence. And that's what it is, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. I see the live stream getting in red, and I just kind of wanted to break the ice and get a feel as to, you know, how we could do these open discussions on self-improvement, crypto diet, and exercise. I'm going to be getting further into the details on things that work with me, and then also adding to these topics as well. It's not just, you know, diet and exercise. It's also about, you know, perhaps finance, lifestyle alternatives, meditation, philosophy, other skills that are different from education or whatnot. These are the types of things that we can talk about here on extra live streams during the crypto winter. And then I'll be on daily on the mornings doing the crypto broadcasts with the kabooms or whatnot. But I think it's time that, you know, we open up other live streams and we talk about it. Drop a comment there in the population of the chat box. Let me know you're still with me. I know the live stream is on red ever since we said a trigger word out there, Smooth. Champ did some research, and it's harder for men to do low sodium diets compared to women. Females got it easy. Okay. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know. And I'll tell you, I mean, I'm not so concerned with the sodium. You know, if you're eating good food, you don't really got to worry about the sodium. If you're not eating packaged foods, you don't really got to worry so much about the sodium out there. You know, if you're staying away from monosodium glutamates as well, you don't got to worry about it. Just drink a lot of water. I don't track my sodium. I'm feeling good, and I'll keep it at 1,000. I mean, I did a blood test not too long ago. Everything checking out just fine. Full-time RV life. Follow the good weather and vibes, my friend, says D-Rock Lizzo. Okay, indeed. Smooth thinks the bull run will occur next month. 20K coming up. I doubt it, Smooth. Usually, you know, I'm bullish, and you're a little bit more negative when it comes to the predictions. But it seems like we're opposite right now. I don't think the bull run's coming next month. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's going to take a little longer. I don't think that it's going to go much lower, though. I'll tell you that much. The male body asks for more sodium to function, says Queens. Yeah, and, you know, you want to stay hydrated. You want to drink water with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. That's what Snake Diet talks about. If you guys want to see, you know, hardcore fasting, the Snake Diet recommends putting a little salt and potassium in your water while you fast to stay hydrated with those electrolytes or whatnot. So that's what it is. And it's the same thing they put on an IV bag. If you're completely dehydrated and they're going to inject you with an IV, that water has salt and potassium. Champ, you should do prison workouts. You'll get huge, says Derek. Not any more huge than you'll get doing compound exercises, Derek. You know, you could go ahead and do push-ups and pull-ups. They're not going to get you stronger than doing a deadlift like Larry Wheels. It's real simple. You want to get huge, you got to put weight on the bar, do deadlifts, bench, squats, the heavy compound exercises. I got to go against the grain. You know me. People don't believe in kabooming no more. I mean, I'm definitely believing in kabooming worldwide, always. Let me throw a bomb for you out I just think that, you know, the MSM, the mainstream media out there, Smooth, they're all saying it's going to boom this month. It's going to boom in Q1. Everybody's saying that. And, you know, just because Backed and these platforms are, you know, coming online, I don't know if I believe it. I think it's going to take a little longer. I think, you know, maybe till the summer of next year, maybe towards the fall. Champ, where to start as beginner lifting, says Jefe Crypto. I'm glad you asked that question. I mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast, but these are open discussions. There's no format here to these live streams. So let me go ahead and kick it back to this program. Check out stronglifts.com. If you're a beginner, okay, or even an intermediate that thinks that you're intermediate. Some people that are intermediate are really more on the beginner side. But if you're a beginner, try this program, stronglifts.com 5x5. It's 3 times a week. You work out Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, and you're doing just the compound exercises: squat, bench press, overhead press, barbell row, and deadlift. Read this website, okay? This thing is like the Bible for getting strong. It's an entire book online. It's all free, and then you could check out the table of contents here. It basically answers all the questions that you can have. Read this in its entirety. It goes from everything from plateaus to recovery, the whole program, popular questions, everything: soreness, recovery, protein, assistance work, cardio, equipment that you may want if you want to do it in the home gym, mistakes, everything. Really check this out. Start here, and this is what I'm still doing, and I've been doing it for since about July. And I would consider myself more of an intermediate lifter when I started, but I realized that I was more on the beginning side. Derek McLean says, Champ, how do you feel about CrossFit? I feel better about CrossFit now than I did before. I think the problem with CrossFit is that it's kind of culty, and a lot of people that do CrossFit, they don't seem to do the exercises with good form. And I see that there's a lot of people that have done CrossFit and gotten injured. Now, that being said, if you're doing the exercises right, the clean and snatch and the jerk and all those things, those are good exercise to get you strong. So I'm not against the exercises, but I think for a very beginning newbie, I don't think they should be clean and jerking. I'll be honest with you. I would just stick to squatting and these exercises from the strong lifts. And they're not like at a rapid pace or a high interval training paces. This actually recommends you on this strong lifts program, recommends you to rest in between the sets. You're not trying to do cardio, you're trying to do strength training. So what do I feel about CrossFit? I think it's okay, but you know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful not getting hurt, you know? Jefe Crypto says, got to do something, waiting for the crypto gains. Indeed, you got to do something. And that's what I'm talking about here in the crypto winter. You got to sharpen your blade out there and become a better crypto soldier so that you can snipe out the funny bunnies in the trenches. Indeed. Big Papa says CrossFit is for women. I miss Rich Piana. Okay. Amid Tarek, I agree, says the revolutionist. What did Amid says? It will boom subtly. There's no expected time. Talking about the crypto. Yeah. So, you know, the expected time, though, for the MSM, the mainstream media, is next month or Q1. I don't think that's going to be true, you know. The whales need to fill their pockets before Christmas, says Smooth Operator. And that's a good point, Smooth. That's a good point. Maybe you're right. Maybe they do a little pump like they did last year. And I'll tell you, I mean, I'll take it. If things start pumping, I'll take it. I'm not spreading any FOMO out here. Or FUD, excuse me. I just don't think that it's going to boom as much as everybody says it is. I think it's just going to stay where it's at. Sprinkler Ninja says, I have my own dojang in the basement. Heavy bag, speed bag, and bench and weights. I only weigh 165, but I'm a wiry mofo. Okay, that's good. You know, I wish I had a home gym. You know, I gotta go to the gym. So good for you. You know, the punching bags or whatnot. And I like the fighting type training, the boxing training, the MMA training. Just right now, me personally, my goals are to get strong. You know, I don't care about so much speed and agility at this moment. I just want to get as strong as possible. That's my personal goal. Everybody has different goals. Some may want to run faster. Some may want to have more endurance, be able to fight better or whatnot. Right now, I have personal lifting goals, and that's what I'm trying to hit. Derek says CrossFit does the most retarded pull-ups I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, I've never done CrossFit. I mean, I know about it, and I know that they use some of the compound exercises, but, you know, I'm more focused, like I said, in the barbell exercise. And in this program that I'm recommending to you guys, the Strong Lifts, they don't have you doing all these crazy exercises. You're doing the basic ASIC air exercises, and you're going to bang them out. And after a while, it gets kind of boring. But what I do like about it is that you see progressions. And if you download the app and put in your weight or whatnot, you get to see it visually. And one thing I've learned that, you know, tracking the weight and seeing progression definitely motivates me, at least. So you may want to consider that. Queen's Racist says, champ, for more strength, do a lot of core workouts. Yeah, these are core. The squat is the ultimate core workout. Deadlift is a core workout. Overhead press is a core workout. You're holding everything above your head, so your whole core needs to engage. Look at the overhead press. This, believe it or not, like, engages your whole core. Same thing with the squat. So you're right. You want to get strong. You want to do core exercises, and that's why this is one of my preferred programs. Champ, going to another gym is not decentralized. I like that, Smooth. You're funny today. Indeed. Queen says, if you want a good sweat, MMA is the way to go. Depends on your age. After a while, you got to work hard to lose the weight. And yeah, I've done MMA style training. I did plenty of MMA style training years back. And again, I don't find myself newbie with the exercises, but when it comes to straight up strength training and lifting heavy weights, you know, I'm learning it now. And I'll tell you, go ahead and try to max out on your squats, and your heart is going to be beating like if you just ran a mile. So I would argue that the strength training does have cardio involved. Larry Wheels on the thumbnail. That's my guy. Strongest man, pound for pound, says Batman. Yeah, we were just showing some Larry videos right now. Let me keep running the Larry with the PRs. This is a motivation like no other. Squatting like a crypto maniac boomer out there. Shout out to Larry. Revolutionist says, Bit Papa, I did kickboxing for 3 years. That was great. And for the past 10 years, I've been weightlifting like a beast. So there you go. You got Revolutionist. He's been lifting for 10 years. So Revolutionist doesn't need to do this strong lift program. He may benefit for something like the Mad Cow or Westside barbell conjugate methods, other, you know, more intermediate to advanced methods out there. I love lifting for strength and doing boxing Muay Thai. You get muscle cardio and learn fighting skills so you can't get punked in the streets. I agree with you. I agree with you. I did more MMA style high interval training these past couple of years, and I felt good. You know, definitely my endurance was up, but lately now I'm just focused. I got a different goal. You know, it's my goal right now is just to get strong as possible. Strength training with less than a minute between sets is a cardio workout. Yeah, you're right, Batman. I mean, like, go ahead and do 3 sets of 855 and see how your heart will start pumping. Like if you just ran a mile, I'll tell you, it's like no other. Revolutionist says, I would say that tractor tire flipping is better than squats. That's interesting. I haven't done enough tractor tire flipping. I've done it before, but, you know, I haven't trained with it, you know, on a program, so I couldn't tell you. But, you know, it's hard to argue against squats out there, Revolutionists. I'm not sure how often you do squats lately, but, you know, it's definitely that one of the top compound workouts. Big Papa lifts heavy, load 225s on the bar, and squat to the ground as many times as you can. Indeed, indeed. Queen's Racist says, hell yeah, track tires is the shit. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against it. I'm not flipping track tires right now because my gym doesn't have it. I know some of these CrossFit gyms have it, though. Derek says squats is better. You know, that's a good argument. Is tractor tire flipping better than squats? I don't know. You got to squat down to flip a tractor tire. So maybe Revolutionist is right. You have to go low if you want to grow. I like that, Mark D. I like that. Truck tires are cool, but nothing can beat squats. I don't know, Revolutionists. I'm going to have to side with the other boomers. I tend to think that Squats probably are better than tire flipping, but hey, Smooth Operator says strongman lifts will definitely make you stronger overall. And Big Pop, I got to show this comment. Ass to the grass. YouTube is soft. Like the word ass is being flagged out there. I mean, this is incredible. The softest possible video streamer possible out here, this YouTube thing. 900-pound squat here for Larry. Let's go. Does he go all the way down? Not really. Almost. About perpendicular, about 90 degrees. That would they wouldn't have okayed that in a powerlifting competition. But I'll give it to him. That 900 pounds is pretty crazy. Wheels is an animal. Yeah, this kid's 23. And again, you know, I don't promote performance-enhancing drugs, but just watching him go, this guy's going to be a superstar. 315 for 44. All right, let me stop streaming this because I noticed that it makes the live stream health go red. Too much on the internet out here. And I don't want to rip off his whole video. You guys check it out on his channel. I have it linked down below. All right, we'll be streaming for about 45 minutes. This is the first of several more to come live streams here with self-improvement, crypto, diet, and exercise. We'll be talking about things more in detail, going over strength training, and just overall hanging out here with the boomers that want to get stronger and become better men here. This will be in addition to our daily live streams that we do in the mornings, the crypto live streams every morning on the weekdays. Make sure you're tuned in to the good crypto word, the kabooms out there. The energy won't stop. The positivity won't stop out there. Only in Toto will we reveal the Wizard of Oz for the fraud that it is, guys. Make sure you check out the video down below, okay? And part of revealing Wizard of Oz is... The road to the yellow brick road, I think, is met with strength training too, and education, and becoming a better boomer out there. I think we're going to have to also talk about some of the philosophies as well on other live streams and other allegories that could help you guys. Ass to the grass, squats can hurt your spine, says Smooth Operator. Yeah, squats can hurt your spine if you're doing them the wrong way. If you're doing them the wrong way, they can hurt your spine. So if you're, you know, starting this exercise program, start with very lightweight and make sure that you watch the videos. They're on Strong Lift. The gentleman Mehdi that did that website, the stronglifts.com, he has videos linked that show you exactly the way you should be doing everything. Make sure you do the right amount, the right form, and you don't start with too much weight. You know, some of you guys could just start with just the bar, maybe 25s on it. Start light and train your nervous system before you start putting on the heavy weight to gain the muscle. This is more of a marathon, a long-term boom out here. You don't want just a short-term boom. Keep the weight on your heels, not your toes. Exactly. Big Papa's right. You want to push with your heels, not your toes. I mix up my training, says the Revolutionist. Sometimes I use heavy weights and do less reps. And other times I use less weight and do more rep. But the technique is always important. And right, there's other ways of training. You could train for hypertrophy and do higher volume, higher reps out here. But you know, what I'm talking about specifically now is intensity training, strength training. And of course, you don't always want to do that. Maybe after months of intensity training, I'll flip over and do some other lightweight work. But, you know, there's several alternatives to reach your goals. You just got to define what they are. Big Papa says use lightweight and lift slow. Okay, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not a fan of the lightweight right now. I've used light weights and lift slow for many years, and now I'm going lifting slow with heavy weight, and I'm seeing better results. So you know, that's what I'm sharing with you guys. I'll tell you, I've had results with this program like no other. It's maybe also because it's a progression program and it holds you accountable. It tells you exactly what weight you should be doing. If you don't hit the right amount of repetitions, you got to stay at that weight. And if you meet your goals, you can add weight to the bar. It's kind of like a video game. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. before I tune out. Again, this will be the first of self-improvement chats that we'll be doing here, maybe a couple times a week, okay, after the crypto broadcast. I'm just trying to break the ice here, trying to get a feel of how we're going to do the format out here. Maybe I'll bring different memes in or whatnot, and actually have a, more of a thought out live stream. But, I just wanted to get in here and freestyle with you guys, chop it up with you crypto maniacs, because I think it's due time. Heavyweights or stay home, Mark D says. I agree with Mark D. Bit Papa says, I don't lift light either, but slowing down the reps is best for heavy and light. Yeah, that I agree. If you want to slow it down, you get a better pump. But also I've heard, like, let's say when you're doing squats, you go slow on the way down and then explode on the way up. Heavy till you break the levee, says Bit Papa. Indeed. Queen's Racist says, I've been enjoying doing negative workouts. Example, bench press, push hard, bring it down super slow. Yeah, that's exactly what I was explaining. Like, bring the squat down super slow and then push it up real hard. You could do that also with the bench press. Batman says, I enjoyed this chat. I always enjoy your thoughts on crypto. Thanks, bro. Have a great weekend, says Batman. All right, Batman, thanks for tuning in. I haven't seen you here in the population of the chat box. Hopefully we'll see you again. Stay booming out there. Let me throw a bomb for you. Indeed. Batman. Shout out to Bruce Wayne. Shout out to Queen's Racist, Bit Papa, Mark D. Derek McLean, the revolutionist. We got crypto brothers here that have been congregating here in the population of the chat box. Boomers that are here every day, sharpening their blades, becoming better men, stronger every day. Boss Lady has entered the population. He says, yo, sorry I'm all late today. It's all good, Boss Lady. One of our general crypto chicks, snipers. Let me throw a sniper. Boss Lady, thanks for that gratuity the other day on Steam. I appreciate you, Boss Lady. This is our second live stream today. We did the crypto live stream earlier this morning, and then I decided to do a second live stream today. Talk about general self-improvement. We've been talking about diet, exercise, strength training, and other ways to become stronger men out here, Boss Lady. You know the deal. Wow, didn't see this stream, says Rafterman. Rafterman has entered the population. Yeah, there you go, Rafterman. I told you guys I was going to be right back, and here I am. I've been streaming for about an hour, and unfortunately, you haven't gotten your post notification or haven't seen it. That's a shame. 5 years from now, plates at the gym will have the Bitcoin logo, says Smooth Operator. That would be nice. I would like a plate with the Bitcoin logo out there, a Bitcoin, a crypto gym. I would like that. Bit Papa says, I didn't get a notification this time. Weird. Did you get one for the first live stream? Because we did one in the morning. Were you in that live stream, Bit Papa? It seems like just one long live stream for me. I don't remember. Derek says, Champ, how do you feel about all these girls like Kim K getting butt injections and fat transplants instead of going to the gym out there? Bit Papa says, I hope their ass explodes. Let me show that that comment. Bit Papa's funny. How do I feel? I mean, look, Kim K's an attractive woman. Okay, would I wife her up? Absolutely not. She's definitely not wifey material, if you ask me. But is she attractive? Yeah. Some butt injections, for the most part, I don't like them. It looks kind of like diapers or whatnot. But some, women with plastic surgery may look sexy. It's really there. At the same time, I like natural better. Derek says, LMAO, plates with the Bitcoin logo. Indeed, indeed. Plates with the Bitcoin logo, a crypto gym out there. Bit Papa says she looks like A Bug's Life. Bit Papa's funny. Yeah, we know Bit Papa. He ain't feeling Kanye lately, and or Kim K. But that's funny. Shout out to all of them, man. Again, you don't know what they're going through out there. I don't mean to hate on anybody, and I'm not mad at Kanye lately anyway. Let him do his thing. I don't know why people feel so some type of way of why he's acting. Let him do his thing out there. Revolutionist says, Champ, I have a CS6 Photoshop and I could modify images for your stream if you want. Yeah, if you have any ideas for images, let me know. I mean, I'm open to it. I don't have any particular images right now that I need modified, but if you have any ideas, I'm definitely open to it. You know how I am, revolutionists. I chop it up with the population here. You know, I don't hide from you guys. I'm not good with the comments and typing or whatnot, but I'm here to answer your comments, questions, your suggestions, and, you know, overall, chop it up with you maniacs. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Batman says, guys, try drinking a glass of water or two and a tablespoon of salt 30 minutes before you train or consume pre-workout. Crazy Pump's got to get your sodium. Cheap trick to improve your workouts. Yeah, Batman, we actually were talking about that earlier, is putting salt and potassium in your water when you're fasting to get the electrolytes. So that makes sense. You can probably get better hydration. A little maybe pink Himalayan salt in your water, a little no salt substitute potassium or whatnot. I shared with the boomers out there the snake diet. This is on the fringes. Okay, this gentleman Cole Robinson, he does coaching on fasting or whatnot. Look at his results or whatnot, and he talks about fasting with salt water. Oh, let me show you guys the screen. There it is, snake diet. Check him out on Instagram, and you can also check him out on YouTube. He talks about the salt water. Boss Lady says, I was a total gym rat before Bitcoin. Okay. Well, hopefully we can bring you back to the gym out there, Boss Lady. You want to make sure that you stay physically trained out there. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to be a fat boy in the population or a skinny, frail one like Vitalik. We want everybody looking strong, including the crypto chick generals out there. And during this time, here in the crypto winter, I find that it's a great time for self-improvement. There's a general alternative culture going on right now, and I've been saying this over and over: alternative coins, alternative finance, alternative economics here with the crypto or whatnot. And they're just improving on doing things better in an alternative. And as we improve the financial systems with the crypto, we can't forget about improving ourselves with the diet, the exercises, and finding ways to become stronger. Okay, I normally talk to the men out here because there's so little amount of crypto chicks out there, but I know they're out there, so I'm not ignoring you ladies either. Keep booming out there. Batman says, tuned in late, guys. Yeah, I'm big on the snake diet. Yeah, so you know about that. Snake diet is wild. Snake diet's wild. I let you guys know. I put a disclaimer. He's eating raw meat at sometimes, and he's even experimented with drinking urine, which I find disgusting. But I did some research on it, and he wasn't the only one. So there's alternative things out here that at least you people should think about, because we've been lied to for some time. Champ, no homo, but what's your ideal body type? Like power lifter, slim, athletic. Right now, I'm looking for like that power building type, bodybuilding mixed with power lifting. So power building is, what my focus is on. Me personally, that's me personally where I'm going for right now. Smooth says, Boss Lady, this is exactly what happened to me. Talking about he got into he was a gym rat before Bitcoin. That's an excellent time, guys, to keep going to the gym. I mean, right now on the fronts of the crypto front lines out here, there's not much going on. It's, it's been basically where it's at, 63, 65. Yeah, maybe it went over 7,000, closer to 8 at one point. Maybe it dipped under 6, but I mean, the action hasn't been that exciting. So, what are we going to be doing in the meantime? Get your asses into the gym right now. Start training. Suave House says distilled water is rainwater, the only real water. No, you also have spring water from the wells out there that has probably more minerals. So you may want to check out those waters as well. I take 2 tablespoons of organic black strap molasses and sodium water before working out, says Bit Papa. Never heard of organic black strap molasses, but it sounds like you're trying to get that sugar in right before the workout, give yourself a little extra energy. I'm not mad at you. During winter, if you let your body get cooler, it will burn fat without doing anything. First thing that comes to mind is the cold baths, the Wim Hof method. I'm not sure if you guys know about that. Wim Hof, ways of improving yourself, taking cold baths out there in the snow or whatnot. Check out Wim Hof. I've never done it, but people let me know about that. Revolutionist says, great time for stacking. Yeah, Great time for stacking, guys. It's a great time for stacking, accumulating the bags, because the boom is coming. The boom's going to come. Now, I don't agree with Smooth. I don't think it's going to come, you know, next month or Q1. I think it's going to take a little longer. I think we're just going to be stuck trading sideways, which is a good thing, an accumulation period, a stacking time. But in the meantime and in between time, we want to get strong out here. Boss Lady really does miss working out, even those 2-a-days. Okay, so you were going hard at one period. Okay, so let us motivate you, Boss Lady. Let you be the first crypto kick in here working out with the boomers. You know, we definitely we're trying to build a little squad out here of everybody self-improving. We're investing minimum wages to become millionaires, says Smooth Operator. Guys, we'll remember these times, the crypto brotherhood that we've made out here with the crypto boomers. We'll look back at these times, hopefully, and remember good times when indeed people were investing minimum wages and become boomers. Shout out to Smooth. Suave says spring water is dirty water. It's not pure. Most of those minerals are not digestible and able to be absorbed. You know, I'm not sure if you're right there. I think it depends on what spring and, you know, what minerals or whatnot. I think that's variable. But, you know, we could talk about water. And I've been trying to get more into water. I've been doing research. And, you know, spring water has came up as something positive. Rainwater as well. But then rainwater could have different acidities to it as well. I've been also researching water filters. I told you guys that I'm using the zero water filter. Okay, it takes out the fluoride. It takes out all the trace minerals, all the, what is it, TDS, total dissolved solvents. That's what it is called. It has a TDS meter. It actually comes with a total dissolved meter, solvents meter, and you can check. It strips most things out, which could be a bad thing. Okay, it could overstrip the water, whatnot. So I've been looking into other water filters like the Berkey water filter that allows you to filter lake water. So, and that's kind of a survival kit supply. I have links to them down below on Amazon, affiliate links or whatnot. You know, Champagne needs to throw a little plug out there. If you guys click on it, I get a kickback, and that's directly to Amazon. I use the zero water filter. So far, so good. That one's about 30 or 40 bucks. The Berkey, I've used it, but I don't have it, and I'm interested in getting it. That's more like 300. But if you guys have ideas or recommendations for better water filters, I'm definitely interested with that, because I feel like in that there's something I need to learn more about. Suave House says bears eat meat and bulls eat plants. I like how you put that. I like how you put that. I'm definitely not so pro plant eating myself right now. I'm going hard with the meats, and I'm feeling better than ever. What's not digestible is the majority of plants are not digestible. Over 90% of plants are not digestible. Derek says, I ran track as a sprinter and played football in college. That's when I had my best body by far. I was power cleaning 225, then easy. Shout out to you, Derek. Let us inspire you, man. Get back in the gym and get strong out here. Big Papa says, Suave House, you're wrong. Micro minerals are absorbed the best. Also, silica is so important. Drink a liter of Fiji a day at minimum. And Big Papa, I'll tell you, you're not the only one that has been saying good things about Fiji, that spring water. My research has led me to get a lot of good feedback when it comes to Fiji. And I've drank it. You know, Fiji, Evian, those two waters have been boomers. So, you know, now we got Suave House coming in. He says something different, and I like it, Suave. I'm definitely not against you. I'm open to the competing ideas out here. We need this. We need, you know, people that are vegetarian, that are vegan. We need carnivore people. I want all the alternatives. I'm open to everything. I'm listening to everybody, okay? Because the mainstream's been lying to us. I think we can all agree upon that, okay? We've been lied to. So what we need to do is figure it out on our own. Okay, be independent boomers, be responsible on our own, and figure it out on our own. D-Rock says he agrees with the rainwater. There's toxins in the air and it picks it up. Water from wells are filtered by earth. Can't be too soft and drink too clean. Need germs and toxins to live on this planet. I'm kind of leaning more to your side, D-Rock. I think that it seems to me like the earth could filter the water better. than just rainwater. So I would lean to that side. Again, I'm not a scientist. I don't have the data right here. But you know what's better? Why don't you drink distilled water for a week and drink spring water for another week and figure it out on your own? That's the things that us boomers should be doing. And taking our own responsibility and figuring it out on your own. I tried the vegetarian and vegan diet, and for me, trash. Straight up trash bags. As soon as I went over to the meat eating diet and more on animal proteins and healthy animal fats, I started feeling a lot better. So I'm just talking about how it went for me. Okay. I do invite you guys to check out information about the microgut biome though. Okay, apparently everybody has different bacteria in their gut that could react differently to different foods. That could explain why guys like Suave House could be getting better results eating plants. Maybe the gut biome's different. I don't know. Okay, I'm not the doctor, but what I do know is that there's different ways and there's alternative frequencies out here. Shout out to the young alt-life boomers out there, the indie maniacs. We've been streaming for an hour, and the energy still is starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up. Derek McLean, Revolutionist, is 39, and he's stronger than most young pups that he sees nowadays. And I even see guys in my gym that are 70 odd. Shout out to Revolutionist, getting closer to 40 and becoming the strongest man he possibly can. I definitely want to be the strongest possible by the time we hit that age as well. Revolutionist, almost there. Revolutionist. So kaboom to you. Shout out to all my boomers out there that is getting stronger out there. Stronger than the young pups at the gym. I see you, Revolutionist. Big Papa says, you're right, champ. They've been lying for years. The Department of Agriculture made the food pyramid to sell USA produce and meat. Big Papa's 37 and will drag these young bucks except Larry. Shout out to Big Papa and Revolutionists out there. They're definitely on the same frequency. I see you, boomers. I see you, boomers. We've been lied to. That's that's basically the whole point out here. We've been lied to when it comes to the financial economic system with this fake paper currency out there. And that's why Bitcoin is the alternative, because it's more sound. Okay, we've been lied to when it comes to this food pyramid. Okay, that's why you may want to think of eating less carbs and more fats, because perhaps maybe that could work for you. Okay, maybe you may want to check that out. Okay, but the fact is, boomers, is that we've been lied to, and instead of blaming other people and complaining out here, now we got new tools. Okay, new ways of spreading information here on the interwebs. Okay, new ways of congregating like boomers here in the population of the chat box. And together, we can move this line forward and figure it out on our own, secure our own bags, and become stronger men. Kaboom to that, guys. D-Rock says he tried vegan and diets for specific blood types based on stomach acid. I felt the best on paleo and never got a cold of sore throat. A cold or sore throat. Eat anything not processed and limit grains. Stay off that corn. Yeah, corn is probably one of the most genetically modified plants out there, along with soy. Okay, so you want to stay away from the soy and the corn. Those GMOs, guys, they're funny bunny. Snipe them out. Boss Lady says, smooth. It's that crypto life, yo. This is good motivation to get back into my workouts, though. I hope I'm motivating you guys. That's the whole point out there, because you guys motivate me when I come out every morning booming with the best of them. I know I stutter, I scream. I'm not as polished as some of these other guys out here, but I'll tell you, the 15 crypto maniacs, the 30 crypto maniacs, the 40 crypto maniacs that we have every day in the box will slice anybody's throat out there streaming worldwide. I don't care if they got 3,000 warriors on the field. We got the best boomers in the crypto sphere. We got the best boomers out here. You guys are the best ones, the most quality boomers out there, and that's why we're tuned in. Suave says the micro minerals are still from rocks and are not of use when they are taken in. What animals eat rocks? Okay, you got a point, Suave. You got a point. I like your perspective, Suave. I respect you. Big Papa says wheat is a distant cousin of the opioid and it's highly inflammatory. I'll tell you, I agree with Big Papa. When I start slicing off those carbs and the wheats and those grains, I start feeling better and I get less inflammation, less rashes on the skin, and I feel like a cryptomaniac soldier out there. D-Rock says, speaking as a person with stomach issue, the USDA diet made me sick and doctors had me on lifelong meds. And we see that, boomers, they want you on medication. Every time you go to the doctor, they don't ask you about your general lifestyle and what are you doing to improve yourself as a cryptomaniac boomer. They're not asking you how what you're doing to self-improve out there. They're just asking you, okay, this is what you're doing. This is the drug that you should take. Okay, I don't like it. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Champagne isn't like it. I think we've been lied to. And it's time to take this matter into our own hands and find out the alternatives. All animals drink spring water, which has minerals. Animals also drink rainwater, though, Bit Papa. Give them a little pass here. Animals also drink rainwater. They drink both. Big Papa says we have natural occurring minerals in the blood we are born with. We come from the earth and water. That's true. There's all kinds of essential minerals that we have in our blood. We have minerals. I agree. Sprinkler Ninja says I'm allergic to whole wheat. He gets hives. So strip it off. Get it out of your diet. Throw it in the dumpster. Handle it like Ripple and throw it in the toilet out there. Funny bunny trash bags. Boss Lady says no funny bunny at all. No funny bunny. Let me snipe out the bunny again. Snipe out the bunny out the box. Where's my sniper? Where's my sniper at? Boom! Boom! A lot of wheat gives me hives too, says Big Papa. So there you go. It is what it is. Derek McLean says, Champ, when people first discovered the USA and Canada, many of them died because all they ate was rabbits, which took more energy for your stomach to process than it provided to the brain and nutrients. Never heard of that. Nah, never heard of that. You know, and rabbits as opposed to what? I don't know. Boss Lady says, I feel like DJ Khaled, we the best. We're better. We're even better than Khaled's cryptomaniacs. Because Khaled needs to get into the gym out there. Khaled needs to get in the gym. If you're listening, DJ Khaled, jump on over to the Crypto Boomer site. Let us motivate you to become the best you could be. Kaboom. Khaled needs to do strong lifts. Khaled needs to do strong lifts. He needs to come out here and start deadlifting like Larry Wheels. Suave House says, don't drink rainwater without filter. All drinkable water come from cloud filtration, even spring water. In a perfect environment without pollution, it would be ideal. Now, talking about all the water, could someone at least recommend me a good water filter? Because I've been trying the Zero water filter. I got a link down below. Okay, it's okay. I'm looking at the Berkey. I got a link down below. It's okay as well, but it's more on the $300 range. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, if you guys got an idea. Suave, is there a good filter out there that I should look into? Let me know. D-Rock says, it's crazy in the U.S. we have so many food allergies. I don't trust the pyramid scam USDA is selling. He doesn't trust. Neither do I. Neither do I. Okay. Neither do I. The more you look into it, the MSM, they're lying out there every single time. They're lying to us. Derek McLean says, Champ, look up the video. What if we only ate meat? It's like a quick 6-minute video. Yeah, I mean, I'm tuned into those videos. I'll check it out after the broadcast. But I follow carnivore diet maniacs, people that even eat raw meat, things that I don't do. You know, I don't follow a carnivore diet. I keep it 1,000. I mean, I'm low on the carbs, but I'm not completely carnivore. But I'm up on those that have chosen the carnivore lifestyle, like Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. He's had great results, and his daughter Michaela, okay, she just went on YouTube talking about it. She's got rid of her autoimmune symptoms as well, and they're just eating meat. Revolutionist has a Berkey filter. How you like it, Revolutionist? How you like it? The Berkey's one I'm looking into. I have the Berkey link down below. I have a buddy of mine that has the Berkey. I've tried it out there in the physical form, and it seems good. And with the Berkey, you could filter rainwater and lake water. So it is a disaster supply. Bit Papa says bones are full of minerals. So why does reverse osmosis water strip the bones of them and not the spring water? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to learn more about this. My understanding is people use RO water in farming or whatnot. So I don't know. But then they add supplements to the RO water to feed the plants. So I don't know. Revolutionist says, it's good, man, solid, and the black filters are ace and they last a long time. Now, the only thing that's kind of deterred me from the Berkey water is that those filters are since they last a long time. Well, you know what's happening to all the bacteria and the stuff that is collected in the filters is just sitting there for all the time. It kind of deters me. You know, I gotta say I don't like the fact of holding the bad stuff there for years on end. But let me know. I mean, so far I've read about it and it seems like a boomer. That's the only thing that it's kind of, like I said, put me off. But according to you, it's good. Rafterman loves his Kangen filter. Okay, I've never heard of that one. D-Rock says, just watch the news and what they want to sell us this year. I remember when fat-free was the craze and sugar added to everything. Sugar stocks went up, then sugar-free diets were big. And that's, why I led you guys down that other rabbit hole. I think it was an original copy that let me know. There's a video out there. It's called The Oiling of America, and it talks about exactly that. How they're trying to sell us these things, and they're lying to us about the benefits of eating fat. Fat is good out there. Fat is good. Kaboom to Bit Papa, $5. He's got 5 on it. Thank you, Bit Papa. I appreciate you, and thanks for the information you're sharing. I appreciate you. He says, I know a girl that lived in Japan that drank nothing but RO water. She rotted her teeth in a couple of years. She was 25. Thanks for letting us know. I've never heard that with the RO water, but it's definitely worth looking into. And thanks for that information. Revolutionist says you can wipe it off under clean water. It's very good. Talking about the Berkey water filter. Thanks for letting me know about that. Suave House says wheat and corn are hybrids like all non-African people, even black people. That's why they have problems and some must eat meat. Soy is a vegan killer. Must go organic vegan. Use a carbon filter 3-stage. Okay. All right. That's what it is. Derek McLean says, if you only eat meat alone, you will die because our brains need nutrients that meat alone that doesn't have. I don't think that that's true. I've seen a lot of people out there doing great eating just meat. I would encourage you to check that out. And meat has a lot of nutrients, especially like liver or whatnot. What you don't get from eating vegetables is B12. Okay, there's certain things that you can't get. Meat actually has the most nutrients pound for pound. Anyone seen the documentary called What the Health? No, I don't, but I've heard about it, boss lady. Sugar becomes highly acidic in the body. Yeah, we know about that. Sugar's like, I think everybody could agree with sugar's no good. I think we can agree with that. Sugar is one molecule away from cocaine, says Suave House. So, I know we don't all agree with each other here, but I think that's one common ground here is that sugar's garbage. And that's why also I think that carbohydrates should be looked at twice too, because carbohydrates are basically sugar out there. Now, some are simple, some are complex, but, a lot of the carbohydrates, they cause inflammation. So, carbohydrates are one step away from sugar, basically. So at least for me or whatnot, I try to stay away from the carbs as much as possible. Bit Papa says, I don't drink tap water. It's more expensive than gas for a reason. Okay. Derek McLean says, that's why that African tribe drinks blood to survive, because it has the same nutrients as plants. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people drinking blood out there. I wouldn't do that, but I know that that blood has nutrients. That's absolutely true. We only eat animals that eat plants. If you only ate animals that eat other animals, you'd get sick very fast. Right. It's because the animals that are eating the plants, they have different stomachs out there. We're not built like a cow with several stomachs out there. Our stomachs are more like a wolf than they are like cows. We can't really break down the majority of the vegetables. I'm going to be honest with you, Suave. I think we do disagree. I think that this vegetarian stuff is a meme. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this thing is a meme. And I'll be honest with you, too. I think the thing with the vegans and the vegetarians, I'll keep it 1,000, it's that they're on a moral high ground because they're not negatively affecting animals. They're not causing the suffering of animals. And when it comes to the farming industry, I think that they do have the moral high ground. Okay. But just because you have the moral high ground when it comes to that, it doesn't mean that you have a better nutrition. So I think that's where, I disagree with some of the vegetarian. Eating meat is a form of cannibalism. I think cannibalism is when you're eating your own species. Now, people have been eating meat from the very beginning, the cavemen. Why do you think they're called hunters? What were they hunting? Okay, you don't hunt vegetables, you hunt animals. People have been hunting from the very beginning. So I think that the vegetarian vegan thing is a meme, personally. Vegetables and meat, best of both worlds. I look more at vegetables and plants like medicine. They have a lot of medicinal benefits, okay? But just like any medicines, if you take too much of them, you could get poisoned. Caveman diet is natural. And what do you think cavemen were doing? Cavemen were hunters, hunter-gatherers, okay? What do you think they're hunting? They're not hunting plants, guys, okay? They're not hunting plants. I'll guarantee you that. Okay, people have been hunting from the very beginning. So people trying to sell you the vegetarian meme, I'm not buying it. I'm going to be 1,000. I'm not buying it. Now, when it comes to the philosophical, ethical argument of the farming industry, now that's a whole nother philosophical route. And I think they got the high ground there. Absolutely. Yeah. Because, you know, if you're eating meat from it's manufactured for the factory farm meat, a lot of these animals have high adrenaline. They got a lot of fear in them because of the conditions they're living in. And if you eat that animal, perhaps you're ingesting that fear as well. So that's why I recommend, okay, that's why I recommend that the majority of people eat grass-fed, pasture-raised. We were gatherers and foragers way before hunters. Then why is it called hunter-gatherers? The word hunter is first. And again, you know, this is something that we can argue for back and forth. And I think the best way at the end of the day, I think the middle ground here between vegans and vegetarians and meat eaters is this gut biome thing. Look into the gut biome. Everybody has a different gut biome, different bacteria that reacts differently in their stomach. So some people might benefit more from eating vegetables, or some may benefit more from eating meat. But I'll tell you this, the majority of plants are not digestible. Fiber is not digestible, okay? And you could arguably eat almost any animal on the planet, and you could easily digest it, arguably. Cavemen ate everything from berry plants to meat. You need diverse food to survive, never just one. Right, but not all plants are always in season. There's always meat out there. Whether it's winter time or summertime, you know, what are you going to get, a berry in the winter? We started to hunt because we got trapped in Arctic zone in order to carry food longer and store the fat. Right. It's because that meat has more bang for your buck, and the fat has more nutrients. Humans were eating plants way before meats. Let's become hunter-gatherers. Problem solved, says Big Papa. There it is. I mean, and again, I'm not promoting the carnivore lifestyle. I don't only eat meat. I do eat plants as well. But I'm just letting you know that what works for me is more animal fats, and it works better for me. Eating bone matter and organs is what we've ate since the dawn of time. Humans were stronger and larger, but before we started cultivating and farming, and that's true. And you can see a lot of the animals that eat organs, they eat bone marrow, and those things have more nutrients than any of these plants that you can come across. I think Suave House subscribes to Dr. Sebi diet. And I know about that too. I know about the African biomineral. And I understand the philosophy behind that. But I'm going to be 1,000 with you. I think all that stuff is a meme, Suave House. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I did the research with that. And I've actually tried veganism and vegetarianism. Just didn't work for me. So, you know, I'm just, like I said, it's anecdotal evidence. To me, it's a meme. I'm not buying it. Bit Papa says we do better with both, and fatty plants are best. Like avocados. Avocados are good. A lot of fat on them. Again, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going all carnivore. I got my avocados. I eat my berries or whatnot. I had some sweet potatoes yesterday, but it is. No meme, bro. I can't type enough. And that's cool, Suave. I mean, perhaps, this is a subject that a whole YouTube channel could be made about. A lot of forums, people discuss back and forth. And, I know the arguments. I mean, I know African mineral. I understand the philosophy behind that. And I've done the research and I've actually experimented. And again, like I said, I think it's up to us to go figure it out with yourself. And, instead of reading it online, seeing it in the chat box, reading it on a forum, go ahead and, instead of, saying spring water's better, rain water's better, why don't we just try it out? Go, why don't you eat meat for a month and then try vegetarian for a month and really see what works for you? And that's what I'm doing, okay? Because I'm done with having other men tell me how I should be living. I'm done with listening to every other man. I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. So whether Sebi cured AIDS or cancer, like I said, I think Sebi's more of a meme than you could believe. Big Papa says Sebi's on point, but if you're not sick, it's not needed, especially for Europeans. It's based on African gut biome. And there, you got a point out there. It's based on African gut biome. And not everybody has the same gut biome. And I think that's like the real middle ground that really opened up my eyes. There's a doctor, I think it's called Dr. Naveen. He's an Indian doctor. And he talks a lot about that. So that could be the common ground here between the meat eaters and the vegetarians. Dr. Sebi's secret is a 30-day mineral and water fast. And I'll tell you, that seems like the snake diet secret, because snake diet, a lot of people that have been following that snake diet and they go on like 20-day fast, 30-day fast, they completely cure themselves of all kinds of things. Okay, so I think we can agree with the fasting here is a benefit. A good detox benefit, for everybody, whether you're a meat eater or a vegetarian. We've been streaming for almost an hour and a half out there. Champagne needs to get something to eat. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I let you guys go. Maybe we'll do this on Fridays. Start talking about alternative lifestyles on Fridays. Lift heavy weights, better for your skeleton than milk. USA #1 consumer of dairy and one of the highest osteoporosis among our elderly. Okay, yeah. And I'll tell you, I went years without drinking milk. Champagne started drinking milk again. Milk is terrible. Haven't drank it in years. And I'll tell you, Big Pop, I started drinking milk about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm feeling strong. Whole milk, too. Good milk. I'm drinking. I'm done with almond milk, garbage. Even Dr. Sebi says it has cyanide in it. Okay, Champagne's done the research out there. I'm drinking real milk out there. I'm done with the memes out here. I'm done with the memes. I'm going back to the meat and potatoes out here, guys. I'll keep it 1,000 with you guys. But I'm still listening, okay? I'm still listening to guys like Suave House and others, that have an alternative way of thinking, because, you can't be in an echo chamber all the time. But I'm going to go ahead and try it on my own. It's water diluted puss. It's the closest to breast milk out there as far as the nutrients in there, and it's packed with all kinds of different nutrients. And yes, some may argue that it has pus in it, and that depends on how that animal was farmed or not. Again, you want to get things from small farms. You want to get pasture raised, grass fed. You want to stay away from animal factory farming, because indeed that's what it is. Raw milk, unprocessed milk is different, champ. Indeed, raw milk. I haven't drank raw milk, but I've been following those that drink raw milk directly from the farmer, and they're booming. And they're booming out there. And they're booming. I haven't tried it though, okay? I'll keep it 1,000. But again, I'm glad that we're doing these live streams. I think this is what we need. We need to talk it amongst ourselves like men, because everybody has an opinion out here. Everybody's typing. We need to try it on our own. So what I'm going to be doing is trying sharing my personal experiences. Okay. I stopped drinking milk and didn't drink milk for like 5 years. I'm back on it, feeling like a cryptomaniac boomer. Okay. I think it's a meme. Now, I'm not going to drink a gallon of milk a day like some may require. I think that could give you congestion. But it is what it is. I would try breast milk, but I haven't drank milk for years. I'm not that big, though. I'm lean. So, I mean, what do you think is the best food for babies that are growing, that need to gain weight and get stronger? It's breast milk. It's the best milk for humans is breast milk. You got bodybuilders drinking breast milk. Now, I've never drank breast milk because I don't have a source like that. And I'm probably not interested. But I'll go ahead and drink some whole milk so far. And if it messes up my stomach, okay, and it gives me congestion, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep it 1,000, because I'll tell you, before, Champagne was having gas, bloating. I tried the vegan, and it made it even worse. Gave me rashes or whatnot, okay? And that's what it is. You know, now I'm trying the whole milk. I'm feeling like a boomer. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I hear you, champ, but people won't try it right. All diets must be done correctly. We won't have air or water for the animals you like to eat if we keep eating them this much. I don't believe that either, Suave House. I think that's a meme as well. Anybody tell you that there's limited resources? There's an abundance of all kinds of resources everywhere. There's infinite amounts of resources out there. Don't let them lie to you guys. It's a meme, Suave House. I'm not in that scarcity mindset anymore. Cow milk is for baby cows. That's true. What do you think about vaccines for babies? That's a sensitive issue. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what to say about that. I think that that could be a meme as well. Okay, but let's put it this way. I don't think all vaccines are bad. Okay, some have obviously they have you know, mercury and all kinds of different things in them that could be bad. But I don't think all vaccines are bad. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Now, you know, they keep trying to add vaccines to that list. I'll tell you this. I'm not taking any flu shots. Champagne don't take no flu shots. And I'll tell you what really deters me from these flu shots. You go to the pharmacy and they want to give you a discount on your flu shot. They're trying to sell you the flu shot like a product out there. You know, they even got basically advertisements for them. So I'm not taking flu shots. For the vaccines for the little babies out there, you got to be careful. I'm not an anti-vaxxer because, you know, you could read some of these anti-vaxxers, kids end up with even more problems out there. So, you know, that's an issue that I'm not educated enough because I haven't done the experiments. You know, going back to what I'm saying, I'm sharing what I've done. Okay, I'm sharing what I've done. You know, obviously, I mean, I took vaccines when I was a kid. I haven't taken any vaccines lately, and I wouldn't. Okay, I'll keep it 1,000 with you. And I'm not taking any flu shots. Sprinkler Ninja says, I don't have a source. Milk and wheat messes me up, says Bit Papa. And I'll tell you, Bit Papa, when I take out all the carbs and then I still drink milk for those healthy fats, I feel like a champ. Now, I don't drink too much, maybe 8 ounces, 10 ounces the most. I'm not having like gallons of milk either. Store-bought milk is cooking. They add cream and no telling what else. You got a point. Mix maca with milk for the strongest bones, says Farty Smeller. I don't know what maca is. Suave House thinks I'm going to grow and regenerate as a cow. Well, if I do, I'll let you know, and I'll report it for you guys. And as soon as if I feel any funny bunny, I'll throw it out the box as well. I'm experimenting. Bit Papa says milk is not for everyone, but may be beneficial to others. Life Size Box says spot on about that flu shot. F that. Now, I've never taken no flu shots. I don't believe that. I think it's a meme. Your cut will heal more like a cow the more you eat. Your body will use cow DNA as the map. Okay. Milk has hormones that you can take out. Plus, when they pasteurize it, it heats all the good stuff up and destroys it. Of course, you know, everything when it's cooked loses some of its nutritional content. That's why some people are drinking raw milk. I haven't done it. I haven't done it. YouTube vaxxed. YouTube, what's the fork, says Suave House. Okay, I'll check that out. When it comes to the vaccinations, I mean, obviously I've heard of them that they're bad. You know, I've heard of you know, how they could be linked to autism, and then, you know, I've seen the other studies that say no, and those could be funded by the vaccine makers themselves. So again, I want to share anecdotal evidence that I've personally experienced. And I want you guys to do the same. So, you know, we can say that we're going to turn into a cow or not, but unless a cow popped up in here and said, yeah, I became a cow from drinking too much milk, then I'm not believing the meme out there. Revolutionist says, me and my kids don't get vaccines. Shout out to Revolutionist, keeping it 1,000 with us. I'm okay with some shots 1 at a time, but 3 and 4 all at a time on newborns, nah. And not for flu shots. Yeah, I like. I would recommend more spreading them out if you're gonna go that route. You know. Rafterman says, I gotta run. Boomers, have a great weekend, champ. Rafterman, thanks for the love out there. I appreciate you. Keep booming. Have a good day. Suave House says, see how fat we are drinking MILF. Maybe you said milk. We'll see. Let's see. I mean, I'm at a weight that I'm happy with. So far from being fat at this moment. So, you know, let's see how this milk drinking affects me. Okay, like I said, I stopped drinking milk for over 5 years. You know, I fell for the almond milk meme, the coconut milk meme, even the soy milk meme at one point. I think it's all a meme out there. I'm going back I'm going back to it. I'm going back to the like I said, the meat and potatoes out here, guys, and more than meat. Fat like a cow, milk. Shout out to Suave House. I see you, Suave House. But what is funny though, Suave, is that you gotta admit, a lot of the vegans, they think they got the magic recipe. And that's my problem with the vegans out there. They think that they got the magic recipe, and they don't, because there's people reporting that they got good results doing an alternative. And that's the whole thing that I'm trying to bring to the forefront here, that there's not only one answer. There's an alternative lifestyle here, okay? We don't need just Bitcoin. There's alternative coins out there. Some may be better for others, but we can't be stuck in our echo chamber out there and just follow the memes forever, okay? We got to stop being non-playable characters and take a hold of that controller and figure it out on ourselves out there. Store-bought milk is also watered down. Goat milk is better and highly absorbed. I've heard that goat milk is good. Absolutely. I haven't tried it. I don't know. Show me a 100-year-old vegan and I'll wait. Again, guys, go to this channel, okay, right here, Severage, and look at all these interviews he has with ex-vegans, people that were falling for the vegan meme out there, all kinds of people. Just listen to what they got to say and tell me what you think. Yes, some are on their high horse, but they see it as saving the world and not just a personal diet. Right, they're virtue signaling, okay? They're acting like the crazy libs out there. What they need to be worrying about is handling their own responsibility, and you got to clean your own room before you try to save the world out there. And that's what the thing with all these young ones out there. They want to be political activists. They want to save the world, but their room is a freaking mess. And they're looking like fat boys out there. And some of these people are malnourished as well. Okay, so, you know, I'm not listening to these clowns anymore, Suave House. You know, some are on their high horse. And I'm not listening to anybody that wants to save the world when they're not even looking like a cryptomaniac boomer out there. Don't listen to anybody trying to sell you a meme out there. That's the thing with these young kids. They've been indoctrinated by the schools out there. Like they're going to make a difference. And they haven't even changed themselves. They want to be involved in politics and other things. And they haven't figured it out on themselves just yet. It's incredible out there. It's incredible. Meat companies are paying people to make vids just like all the other commercials. And so are all types of farmers. I mean, we've already talked about the food pyramid. Why do you think they got wheat there at the top? I mean, at the bottom of the food pyramid as the #1 thing you should be eating so they can sell it to you out there. Farty Schmeller says, lost vegans that have no clue. I'm telling you, these vegans are going to get exposed. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to start exposing some of these guys. Meat and cheese on every channel. I would say it's the opposite. It's grains on all the channel. They're trying to sell you all the cereals and breads. It's what's at the base of the food pyramid is what they're trying to sell you, not meat and fat out there. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, out in the UK, didn't they propose or instill a tax a tax 80 or some sort of a tax on meats that they want to put? They want to tax meat out there. Why are they going to put a tax on meat? They don't want you to eat more meat out there. And they're pushing sugar and soy too. Soy is exactly. It's another thing that they're pushing, sugar and soy. But, you know, pushing meat directly, I don't know. I don't see, you know, I don't know about that. I see the opposite. Food pyramid, Illuminati confirmed. There you go, Sprinkler Ninja. You understand the mathematics out here. I think, guys, it's time to start pulling off the veil of the Wizard of Oz out here. We've been sold a lot of memes, and I'll tell you, a lot of them, okay, are cloaked in romanticism, okay, that makes you feel like you're a better person and you're saving the world and that you're virtue signaling, okay? It's funny bunny out there. It's romanticism, Roman antics, okay? Romance is fake love out there. It ain't real, okay? It appears like real love, but it's fake out there. Romance is a bunch of BS. because it's hurting the environment. They want you to be, they want you because we are consumers. Listen, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I think the environmental thing could be a meme too, guys, as we look deeper into it. As we look deeper into it, it may be a meme too out there, guys. They just want to increase the regulation, tax more people out there, and don't let you boom on your own out there. Like I said, they want to tax meat now in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. I hope Revolutionist is still with us, but I think he had to run away. I know he's out there in the UK. Maybe he could confirm. Cheese is shit. If I eat a lot of it, he gets acne, says Smooth Operator. So then maybe you have something with the gut biome. I don't eat much cheese. I'll keep it 1,000. I know there's some cheeses better than others out there, but I don't eat much cheese. D-Rock says, Champ, I told you this morning about General Mills and that non-crypto related Buzzcoin to get some more BS sold. Grains aren't good. There you go. That's an example. They're not trying to push meat. They're trying to push grains out there. D-Rock actually gave that example out there. Raise your own rabbits and chickens in a small space for clean meat, says Farty. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Ancient grains are good, says BitPapa. USA pollutes, but nowhere near as much as other continents that we do not have control over. So why are we trying to save the world when they're trying to destroying it 3 or 4 times the rate? Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously there's concerns with keeping the environment clean. Obviously there is. But I think in certain fields, they may be propaganda to be able to raise taxes, guys. Okay, you know. No meme, bro. You will see. Cheese is mold. They push meat, cheese, grains, soy, and sugar. Soy and sugar, grains, and some cheeses. You're right. Meat. I don't know how much they push meat. Suave House. I haven't seen the example. Show me a meat ad. I haven't really seen them. Now soy and sugar and grains. I see cheese as well. But it is what it is. I have rabbits living in my yard if it ever comes to that, says Sprinkler Ninja. Rafterman says, wow, you're still booming. Love it. Great energy, champ. We're still booming out here. It's the first of many live streams. I think this is, you know, it's due time that we start talking about this. Open up the box out there. And like I said, we're going to disagree, okay? We're going to disagree. I know me and Suave House disagree, although I respect Suave House because he's been here, okay? And he's not here just trolling me. I'm listening to you, Suave House. I do respect you, and you may have points. I may be wrong, you know? Again, I'm just sharing my personal, okay? My personal experience. You're right, champ, propaganda. There's a lot of propaganda out there, you know, and a lot of it is linked to being able to control others, being able to raise taxes on others, you know? Champ, how do you feel about another financial recession coming up? This is all I'm hearing the last 2 months. I think it's going to come sooner or later. It happened in 2008, and the system was exposed for the funny bunny that it is. That's why crypto came shortly thereafter. That's why Satoshi on the Genesis block talked about the bailouts. Okay. Do I think, how close do I think we are? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I have no idea. I'm going to keep it 1,000. You know, this thing can keep going. I think the more that people start waking up, okay, the normies out there, that's why we need to have these discussions and stop worrying on another man to figure it out. Once people start waking up, things may start getting exposed. It could be as little as 1 year, 10 years. I have no idea. Cheese is basically a byproduct of milk. They mix fungus to sell it instead of dumping it. Psyops MK Ultra. Okay, that's a good perspective also, but you know, it's just people that drink, that eat yogurt, and yogurt has bacteria and it's fungus related, right? Is it all that bad? I don't know. We need some gut bacteria, healthy probiotic, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. How many pizza commercials stretch cheese? How many steaks slam on the grill? How many milk mustaches? How many fast food restaurants? I think it's all, you know, at the core of every meal though, they're trying to push carbohydrates though. That's what I'm getting to. Now, steak slamming on the grill, you know, yeah, there's steak slam on the grill, but you know, it's a lot more pizza commercials. The milk mustache, I'll give you that one. The milk does seem to have some propaganda behind it. There's a milk campaign or whatnot. You know, got milk seems like a meme. That I'll, you know, that I'll agree on. And again, that's why I didn't drink milk for such a long time, because I felt that maybe it was funny bunny. And then I started drinking the almond. Okay, I started drinking the coconut. And you know, I don't know. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Now I switch back to the whole milk. I'm feeling good. Maybe it's a placebo. I'll keep you guys updated. If you trust what they want us to eat, you will never be healthy and your own person. Slaughtered animals are on the government's diet. We're fed to be sick and buy government drugs. That may be true. That may be true. Again, you got to figure it out on your own. If I drink 1 liter of milk, I get diarrhea, says Smooth Operator. And again, I'm not drinking that much milk. I'm drinking a cup to about 10 ounces the most. What really wish everybody should be drinking is just water. Let's keep it 1,000. You know, if you're starting strength right now and you want to get better, the first thing you guys should be doing is cutting off the sodas, the juices, and all that other stuff, and just drink water. Everybody should drink more water. Okay, we don't need to be drinking anything else but water. That's the fact. Milk, cheese, and dairy commercials are driven by corn. That's why they're feeding those animals. They even want us to use it as fuel. WTF? And then that's comments by D-Rock Lizzo. And then Bit Papa says corn makes meat bad, not grass. That's why you want to go for grass-fed beef out there. Grass-fed, pasture-raised beef. It makes a difference. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 45. Shout out to the boomers that are rocking with me out there. Shout out to you, Suave House, Respect Champ, and Bit Papa. Absolutely. You're always welcome back here, Suave House. You know the deal. We don't need to agree. I know me and Smooth disagree as well, but it's all good. You guys are crypto brothers. And I don't want a bunch of NPCs here in the box just agreeing with me. That's funny bunny. Bit Papa says last time he drank a soda, he fell asleep shortly after. I think we can agree that soda's garbage. I think we should all agree with that one. Cut out the soda for me, guys. You'll see, guys that cut off soda, they'll start losing weight immediately. Coran Bell says, is here for second round. What did I miss? Health and flat earth talk? LOL, just talk health. I don't fall for the flat earth meme. I looked into it, and, I'm not buying it, guys. I'm going to keep it 1,000. That one I'm not buying. I'm not falling for the flat earth meme. I think that's psyops as well. Disinformation psyops, if you ask me. MK Ultra was never shut down, says Bit Papa. Corn is good for fuel. That's it. Indeed. Farty says, Papa, the MK Ultra is being released on the general public now. That's arguable, yeah. Bit Papa says, I'm feeling Suave House. Please stay, fam. Indeed, yeah, Suave House is welcome. Suave House is welcome. I like that, he challenges us. That's what's up, Suave House. I respect you. D-Rock says, Monsanto, #1 corn in America. They round up the Roundup Ready company. Yeah. Monsanto, they got a bunch of patents on genetically modified seeds. And look up Monsanto if you don't know about that. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. This one went longer than expected. I don't know how many people are going to listen to the almost 2-hour replay. But we'll do these. Let's say maybe next Friday we'll do another one. Maybe we'll keep it to 1 a week or 2 a week. But right now, the way I'm feeling, and this may change because I don't stick to a direct schedule other than champagne in the morning booming. Maybe we'll do a self-improvement chat on Fridays in the afternoon, early afternoon like today. Flat Earth psyop to hide the hollow earth truth, says Farty Smeller. Yeah, I've heard about the hollow earth one, but I haven't done enough research on that one to tell you what my personal opinion is. So, I have no idea. But, if you haven't noticed by now, Champagne has an open mind. So, I'll listen to all kinds of competing opinions, do my own research, and make my own decision. And that's what you guys should be doing out there because the MSM, the mainstream, they're not going to tell us the truth. I think we can all agree upon that. We need to take it upon ourselves as men, crypto brothers, to figure it out on our own here. Big Papa says, Hollow Earth, now we're talking. Yeah, I got to do a little more research on that. I mean, I've heard of the possible civilizations down there. You know, I don't know if it's BS or not. I have no idea, guys. That one I don't know much about. No flat, but hollow, says Farty. Okay, Champ, do you believe in time travelers predicting future price of Bitcoin on Reddit? Yeah, I heard about that one. I'm going blank as to his name, but he's also been, if I'm not mistaken, that same time traveler has been linked to Trump himself too, right? If I'm not mistaken, what's his name? I'm going blank. But do I believe in time travelers? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I think anything's possible, Smooth. You know, anything's possible out there. But, you know, I do believe that, you know, you could be having multiple functions play out at one time. So if you travel in time, you may travel back to another scenario. So like there's different like branches to reality and time. I would look at it too. So you may be able to travel back in time, but you're not going to go back to that same branch. Maybe another, you know, I will go more on the multiverse theory, but you know, again, I don't know much about that. But I've heard about those predictions on Reddit and when it comes to Bitcoin and the time travelers. But if I'm not mistaken, what's his name? Now I'm going blank, but he's been linked to Trump, and there's some say that he has something to do with Trump. And it was an interesting conspiracy theory. Not that I bought into it, but you know, it was a cool story. Do you guys hear about the book in Congress about Barron Trump, the time traveler? Look into it. YouTube has a bunch of videos. Yeah, I know about that. You know, that has to do kind of the thread we're talking about here. Barron Trump too was in on an old book as well, that he was living in a certain place or whatnot. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm kind of going blank as to give you the complete summary, but yeah, maybe we could talk about that next week. That'll be cool. QAnon says, it's me, Boss Lady. Yeah, I've been following the QAnon, and you know, there you go, Sprinkler Ninja. John Titter. That's the one, Sprinkler Ninja. That's the one. Guys, look up John Titter. That's what you're talking about, Smooth? John Titter? Because that's what I'm talking about. He's been linked to Trump or whatnot. So you guys check out John Titter. QAnon, going back to that one. QAnon is a psyop, says Koran. And then Farty Smeller says Q is crap. I'll tell you, the QAnon thing was a lot more attractive like a few months ago. But as time goes and the more Q posts, and then now it's Q+. Have you heard of Q+? Q+ now is supposedly Trump himself. I follow some of these guys on YouTube, Praying Medic or whatnot. And, you know, it's interesting. You know, it's a cool story, bro. That's all I got to say. I don't know how true or not true it is. And, you know, we're going to need a lot more than just some anonymous maniacs posting on 4chan to change this country. But it's definitely an interesting topic to talk about. And I follow it. Yeah, I follow the QAnon news, specifically Praying Medic there on YouTube. Do I believe it? Sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Farty Smeller says, you really think they'll arrest themselves? Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess you think they're all part of the same camp. You know, those that subscribe to the Q meme or the Q fact. I don't know if it is or not. Again, I don't know. They want to believe that there's good guys. They're good guys that are working behind the scenes. And, you know, again, that may be a romantic idea. You know, we got to watch out for the Roman antics out there, guys. Remember, romance is fake love. It's not real. It's just a masked love out there, guys. The Barron Trump book is called The Last President. Okay. Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, we're going to talk more about that. I like that, Sprinkler Ninja. I'll see how maybe we can spin that into a boom thing. You know, I try to stay away from like the conspiracy theories and the political talk, although I'm into it. You know, I'll keep it 1,000 with you. But as far as like this channel, you know, it's about improvement and positivity. So, you know, sometimes these conspiracy theories, they don't do that for me, you know. So that's why I kind of don't talk about it. But, you know, maybe when we have these open discussions on self-improvement, diet and exercise, maybe we can work that in there just for fun. Why not? Boss Lady says, oh, okay, I haven't heard of that one before, John. Yeah, well, you may want to check out the John Titter, Time Traveler. That one's an interesting one, an interesting story. John Titter, Time Traveler. And it also... I don't know if you guys know about this. So Trump's uncle, I forgot his name, but he apparently was the first guy that showed up to Nikola Tesla's home when he had passed away. And then the story goes that Trump's uncle somehow got Tesla's paperwork, research that had to do with time traveling or whatnot, and then it's been handed down through the family, and that's what they're using, and that Trump is somehow John Titor or something like that. And of course, it's a story, guys. I mean, I'm not buying into this, but it's cool stuff to read. Interesting, you know. Guys, seriously look into Tesla's time machine. There you go. There you go. I was talking about it, and Big Papa just fired on me. So, yeah, we're on the same frequency, Papa. I know about these things. Champagne's tuned in. Yeah, guys, seriously look into Tesla's time machine in New York City and Donald Trump's grandfather relationship. I think it was his uncle, okay? But maybe I'm wrong. You know, somebody in his family, though. An interesting story. It's definitely worth the read. If not, it's entertainment, at least. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. I appreciate hanging out with you maniacs. Like I said, it's always a highlight my day to get up and boom with you guys, spread the good crypto word. Now we're spreading the good self-improvement word, becoming better men every single day, guys. If you haven't, tune into working out harder. Boss Lady, hit the gym for us. If you guys are out there, haven't hit the gym, go into the gym, do it. Maybe a 3-day routine. Start strength training. Somebody asked if the strong lifts is okay for females, and I've seen female strong lifting out there. So it's all good out there. So you may want to check out stronglift.com. You know, this is something I recommend for all the boomers out there. Get strong. It's my personal goal, and I've been saying this, to be strong as possible by the end of the year. And by 2020, I want to be stronger than ever. You know, that's my personal goal, strength. I already stripped the fat, and I got into a weight that I liked, and now it's about building more strength. Bit Papa says, Champ, the book The Last President has more factual similarity in it than Nostradamus' predictions. I haven't read that book, but, you know, I've heard of the story or whatnot. Maybe I'll take a chance to read it, you know, so we can talk about it. Quran says, Earth has been reset. Where is our past? I don't buy into monkey evolution apart from Ripple Hodler, says Quran. Yeah. Well, the first thing I thought of when you said Earth has been reset is, I'm going blank too. Guys, mind you, I'm freestyling here every day. The Mandela effect. That's what I'm thinking of. The Mandela effect. When you talk about Earth has been reset, guys, check out the Mandela effect if you want to go down another rabbit hole. D-Rock says rabbit holes are fun. All right. And my mic was on mute. I need a time machine. I want to go to the 80s disco party, says Smooth Operating. All right. Suave House says Tesla did not release the time machine because he knew it would be abused. The government found it after they murdered him, says Suave House. Yeah, so you, I don't know if you know about that story with Trump and his uncle or whatnot, but apparently that's a fact that somebody in the Trump family was one of the first people there when at Tesla's apartment. I think that is actual fact. Now, as far as the technology he did or didn't have, or they did or didn't get, that could be, I don't know. Okay, but I think it's if I'm not mistaken, you guys may want to cross-reference this. I think the fact that someone in Trump's family was there at Tesla's apartment upon his death is a fact. Boss Lady says, okay, I'm onto it. Too strong. Shout out to Boss Lady. Thanks for tuning in, Boss Lady. I appreciate you. Bit Papa says, great show. Thank you, Bit Papa. Farty says, some people say time travelers. Some people say it's just hidden technology when you see old pictures with cell phones. Yeah, I saw that picture with some guy with a cell phone at a Mike Tyson fight in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Trump was in Back to the Future, says Suave House. Yeah, I mean, I've heard people saying that he's Biff, right? Like they're saying that he's Biff, and then that part in Back to the Future where he changes everything and he becomes on top because he stole the almanac. He stole the almanac. Biff. Shout out to Suave House. You guys know the deal. They say that Trump's Biff, that he stole the almanac from Tesla out there. Trump was back, Back to the Future. I hear CERN is funny bunny altering timeline, says Karan. Yeah, well, that goes back to what I just talked about, the Mandela effect. You guys may want to check that out. They're saying that there's alternate timelines. So that goes back to when somebody was asking me about time traveling. Perhaps you could travel into alternate timelines or view alternate timelines. So I don't know if you could change things within that, but who knows? Who knows? It's interesting to talk about. Try maca for strength, champagne you won't regret. Let us know what maca is, because I don't know. I've never heard about it. The Revolutionist says, a group of doctors in Europe created a cure for all cancers using frequency, and they were hunted and killed. Okay. I don't know about that. And I was asking if you were still here, Revolutionists, because earlier we were talking about a possible tax or an implemented tax out there in the UK on meat. Is it true that they're trying to tax meat now in the United Kingdom? Let me know about that. D-Rock said, saw a crazy pic of Bush Jr. and Hillary at Barbara Bush funeral. There's evil-looking lady in the background. Unedited photo, weird stuff. Okay, they never heard about that one. I never heard about that one. Suave House is agreeing with the Maca here. He says... he's agreeing with Farty. He says Maca is for focus as well. I got to check that out. Never heard of that. Maybe you guys are teaching me something. Like I said, it's each one teach one out there. Bit Papa says, I personally have met, talked to, and looked up and researched a doctor in Atlanta who the stem cell holistic doctor can cure any cancer, but it's not legal here in the United States. Yeah, I've heard a lot of that stuff. And I've also heard that, applying just straight up sodium bicarbonate to some tumors have completely killed them, if I'm not mistaken. But, again, that could be pseudoscience. Champagne doesn't know. That's why I'm out here talking about it, and I'm out here experimenting. So, we never know. Everything is taxed in the UK corporation, says Revolutionist. Yeah, hopefully you guys could change things out there. It looks like the UK, man, it's been changing a lot out there. Not the same UK it used to be. Hopefully it's not the same thing that happens over here in the States, because, these lefties, they want to change everything. The UK corp would tax the sun, but we don't have any, says Karan. That's funny. Revolutionist says fuel tax in the UK is around 80%. Wow. Ugh. If you're just tuning in, it's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest. This is the first of a self-improvement crypto diet and exercise chat, a general open discussion on ancillary content outside of crypto, but that it's related to crypto, and the fact that I think that crypto shows that there's alternative ways to do things aside from the mainstream financial system, the mainstream politics, the mainstream diet and exercise, overall mainstream media apparently has been lying to us. So we're going to be talking about alternative frequencies out here and alternative ways to boom out here that is aside from crypto. So I think I'm going to do this on Fridays. This seems like a good time to do this on Fridays. We'll do a long talk on Fridays. We'll talk about different things like this. And then we'll still rock with the crypto live stream every morning like we did today, every weekday. Talk about the crypto markets and all the crypto kabooms out there and the crypto winter that's going on. And make sure you guys are hodling out there. Shout out to my Cardano maniacs. I see Cardano maniacs in the box. And to my Bitcoin maximalists as well. Because the bits out here is definitely showing us a path to greater freedom and sovereignty, if you ask me. Keep taxing your subjects and hope you can sustain the power. Crypto to change the world, I hope, says D-Rock. Shout out to D-Rock and shout out to crypto. Karan says, Friday sounds good, champ. Yeah, maybe we'll start with just one stream a week. We'll do, you know, Friday, a second stream on Friday. And we'll, you know, have a long talk out here. Why not? Keep it an open discussion. We could talk about other things. People are even asking for advice of how to ask out a girl out there. Somebody, I think it was Derek. He's feeling one of his co-workers. You got to be careful out there with the Me Too movement and trying to come on to your co-workers. Before you know it, they're throwing you on HR out there. So tread lightly. But this is an open discussion. We can talk about just about anything. Anyone thinking of moving to the United Kingdom Corporation wouldn't bother. He wouldn't bother. You'll get legally robbed by the stake, says Revolutionist. That's what they say out there. And I don't see much good reports coming out of the UK. Smooth says he's an Omisigo maximalist. Shout out to Smooth. OMG. You're one of the few. I don't see too many OMG boomers out there. I have nothing bad to say about it. And I noticed OMG as one of the top dApps, I think the top 20 used dApps, was it on State of the dApps or dApp Radar? I was checking on some of those websites yesterday, and Omisigo popped out. I think it was like number 14 or 15. Big Papa says the Genesis Center in ATL, if you get cancer, he's a personal friend of mine. Okay. It's a proven scientific fact. Bacteria and viruses cannot live in an alkaline environment. Nothing to look at other than facts here. And that kind of goes back to what I've seen before, that you apply, things like sodium bicarbonate to tumors or whatnot. And we know that sodium bicarbonate increases alkalinity. So, you know, there could be some correlation here. Champagne's been drinking a little bit of that, the alkaline water. There's a brand there I tried, Essential, which was all right. You know, I don't know if it's a meme or not, but I tried it out. It felt all right. Had a few bottles of it. It's alkaline pH number 9. So, you know, let me know if that's a good one or if I'm falling for the meme. We just got to watch out. We don't fall for memes out here. It's, you know, that's what the new world's about. They just try to wrap everything up in a little meme for you. And before you know it, you're acting like an NPC. Don't let that happen to you out there, boomers. Koran says OMG stake pool's coming soon. Okay, I hope you heard that, Smooth, or if you know about that. OMG stake pool's coming soon, according to Koran Bell. Okay. Sprinkler Ninja stuck with 50 OMG. He's hodling. All right. Two-hour live stream, one of the longer live streams out here. I appreciate booming with you boomers out here. I think it's time for Champagne to eat some meat. Shout out to my vegans out there. It has to be naturally alkaline. You can make Coca-Cola alkaline with baking soda. Yeah. Well, we're talking about just the water. Some water is more acidic than others. We're not going to drink no Coca-Cola out here. If Ethereum succeeds, so will OMG. Okay. Rafterman said, I'm a Bitcoin firster. Own your own Bitcoin, then get others. I agree. Everybody should have at least one Bitcoin. You know, if I would write a self-improvement book, that would be part of the book. You know, make sure everybody have a Bitcoin stacked for a rainy day out there, boomers. Have a Bitcoin stack for a rainy day. Don't do it, champ. The meat will eat you. Suave, I'm gonna do what's been working for me. Suave, I've been on a program and it's working for me. I'm eating good meat though, Suave. Hopefully it's not meat that's been treated bad, because, you know, I definitely can understand that factory farming's no good, Suave. That I can agree with. I'm trying to get, you know, that grass-fed, that pasture raised out there. D-Rock says human body naturally pH alkaline. I don't think they'll ever release the cure for cancer. Johnson & Johnson heavily invested in cancer treatments they can sell. Okay. Hopefully sooner than later. You know, there's rumors that they do have treatment for cancer or whatnot. You know, I don't know. Revolutionist says, I have no Bitcoin. Revolutionist, I would say, you know, with all the Cardano you're holding, you should have at least one Bitcoin, Revolutionist. I mean, you could still be a Cardano maximalist, but get one Bitcoin. Get one Bitcoin. It's my personal opinion. Again, I'm not giving anybody advice out here. We're 2 hours deep in here. I'm still telling you, I'm not giving anybody advice. I'm giving you my personal opinion, and my opinion is hold one, at least one bit there. Throw one little bit there and throw it under the mattress with a little paper wallet or something. I hear soy is hard to break down, the same as meat. You know, plants, the majority of plants are harder to digest than the meat is, okay? Most plants are not digestible. You know, most of the plants out there that you come across have been they're farmed. You know, like for instance, bananas. Let's say, you know, the bananas you get, it's not the same bananas that cavemen were coming across. Bananas in their raw form have seeds and stuff, and they're hard to eat. Okay, these bananas you're getting at the store are not real bananas out there, guys. They're GMO bananas out there. Soy is Illuminati milk out there. Here's the thing, you know, I think there's more genetically modified plants than there is genetically modified animals. You know? Soy is Illuminati milk. That's funny. And I'll tell you, I fell for the soy meme at one point, Big Papa. This was years back, you know, when everything was soy is good for you, soy, soy, soy. And, you know, I was sipping on the silk. I was sipping on the silk for a little bit out there. I fell for it. But it's time to take matters into our own hands out there, boomers. And secure our own bags. I'm not leaving the money in the bank anymore. Okay, I'm not leaving the money on the exchanges anymore. I'm not leaving it up to the food pyramid to tell me what to eat. I'm not doing it out there. Big Papa says, I think I can make greater gains hodling massive amount of Cardano than if I hodl a couple of Bitcoin. So no Bitcoin for me. I respect you. I respect you. But, you know, you may just want to, you know, for good luck's sake, throw one there, you know, throw one there under the mattress just for champagne. Just for champagne. Throw one under the mattress out there just in case. Just in case the storm blows. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum one day surpasses Bitcoin, says Smooth, okay? If they improve scalability, there will be no room for other platforms. They'll be worthless. I mean, you could say that about any other smart contract platform. You could say that about EOS. You could say that about Cardano. But, you know, until somebody, you know, shows and proves, then that's just an idea. D-Rock says they'll sell you a script you could take for the rest of your life without curing you of cancer. Look now, they have a PrEP pill that helps you prevent HIV. Cancer been around way longer. Yeah, I'm doing my best to get off all these medications out there. I want natural stuff. You know, you don't want to be on any medications. I'm halfway to my full BTC, a little over, says Rafterman. Congratulations out there. Again, you know, if you're going to be a crypto maniac boomer, I think it's cool to have at least one Bitcoin, even if it's for memorabilia. You know, it's as a collector's item out there, you know. Even if Ether surpasses Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin's still going to be mine 10, 20 years from now. I mean, it may just be a collectible, okay? It may just be a collectible. Boss Lady says 0 BTC, like 0, 0, none, not even a few Satoshi. No, I think that that the Revolutionist is all in on Cardano. I think he's gone Cardano crazy out there. He's a Cardano maniac. So shout out to him. Quran says, soy gives you man boobs. That's why Thailand has lady boys. Maybe true. That's funny. D-Rock says the market will boom the day Revolutionist buys a Bitcoin. Don't buy one yet, bro. I'm still accumulating. You hear that, Revolutionist? Swabhouse says most plants are not edible because there are so many, not because they're not meant to eat. No meat will ever cure a disease. Numerous plants can. Yeah, and that goes back to what I'm saying. I look at plants more as a medicine than I do as a food. I'm going to be honest with you. I think plants are medicines and meat and fat are foods. So food is not here to cure the disease. You know, the plants are like the medicines. That's the way I look at it, you know, and I'll keep you updated, Suave. I'll keep you updated. If, you know, if things don't go right for me, I'll keep you updated just like I do every single day. And you know, we'll be doing these, I'm going to do these on Fridays. Let's see if we can start something on Friday here. See if we can come up with a name for this on Fridays. Smooth said, don't underestimate the wonder kid Vitalik Buterin. I'm gunning for Vitalik. I mean, I got a bag of ether, Smooth. I'm not sure if you remember, but I'm an ether bag holder. Okay, I got a baggie of ether, and I'm a long gunner on ether, so hopefully it does boom. Revolutionist says, although Bitcoin is first to market, I don't believe in it, and I believe Cardano will pass all expectation and be the greatest boom. I'm just not a fan of Bitcoin or Lights or Ethereum. I'm all in Cardano 3rd generation. And he's keeping it real with us, Revolutionist. I respect you, Revolutionist. And like I always say, I have nothing against Cardano, but you seem to believe less in Bitcoin than I do. So, you know, that's where we differ. It's all good. Mineral-rich herbs are medicine, says BitPapa. Let food be thy medicine, says Farty Schmeller. I don't believe in anything without a product, says BitPapa. And he must be talking about Cardano. I want a Bitcoin if you go. I want a Bitcoin if you go vegan, champ. I've already tried it, Suave. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I got rashes or whatnot. My testosterone went down. I started growing man boobs. I got softer out there, Suave. It's not for me, Suave. Maybe my gut biome is, you know, it's this different. I don't know, you know. It's just not for me, Suave. Koran says, I used to dislike Bitcoin, but now I understand gold or digital gold. Koran gets it. You know, you probably checked out my NPC video, the hidden symbolism behind the Wizard of Oz. The yellow brick road. We need sound money. Okay? Sound money in the physical is gold, and sound money in the digital world is Bitcoin. And I'll be honest, if you want to get into the philosophy, I do think that proof of work is superior than proof of stake. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And if I'm not mistaken, Cardano is proof of stake, and so is EOS. And I know Ethereum's trying to go that way. I think that proof of work anchors the digital world into the real world when it comes to actual work and power and electricity out there. So, I mean, I think that's a whole nother stream to talk about. But and that's not to say I don't like proof of stake coins, because, you know, I'm an EOS boomer. I like Cardano, and I like the fact that Ethereum's talking about moving to proof of stake. But the more I'm learning about this, I think proof of work is superior, if you ask me, as far as sound money. Big Papa still. You guys are still arguing between the meat eaters and the vegans. We could do a whole channel with this. Big Papa says, show me 100-year-old vegan Suave. That's funny. Until Cardano completes their product, OMG will already invent a time machine, says Smooth. All right. Big Papa says, Vitalik even swings on OMG. I thought he was on the board or whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. I thought he had something to do with OMG. Revolutionist says, none of us can see the future and we're all just placing our bets. That's absolutely correct, Revolutionist. And that's why I tell all the young ones out there, I mean, Champagne is not a pro. I don't know what's going to happen, and neither does anybody else here. We're just speculating. You know, we're taking our information and making our own decisions, and some are going to be different than others. And, you know, that's why things are not equal out there. And, you know, that's why I don't believe in equality. Everybody should have a different way to do things. If everybody was equal, then we'd be stuck on doing the same things, and there wouldn't be any reason to be great out there. So, you know, I think equality is another meme too, if you ask me, guys. You know, that's a meme, if you ask me. It sounds good. It sounds romantic, but it's nothing's equal in nature. And that's what gives us the ability to compete and make different decisions. Do you think ETH will create a different coin if they go proof of stake, says D-Rock? I don't know, D-Rock. I mean, I think that Vitalik's behind the proof of stake plan, so I don't know if the plan is to upgrade or if they're going to fork and make a, you know, proof of stake Ether. But I think the plan, as I understand it, is not a fork. It's just an upgrade to the system. Every time a civilization collapses, humans eat humans. That ends the meat argument, says Revolutionist. That's definitely something to consider out there. That's definitely something to consider. All right, guys. I think this is about it. 2 hours and 17 minutes here in the population with the boomers. I keep saying I'm going to go, but Somehow you guys keep me here. I think this is it, guys. We'll do these on Fridays. I had a great time, you know, and if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. You know, I'm always open to the suggestions. We could talk about just about anything, but I just want to spin it in a way that's positive, that helps us improve ourselves, okay? I'm not here just to argue which one is better. It's not tribalism out here. It's about improvement out here. The world's oldest man made it to 113 on a diet of veggies and wine. Cooking light. News, world news. Okay. He's answering your question out there, Big Papa. Great show, man, says Revolutionist. Thank you. D-Rock says civilizations have ended due to chemical warfare. It looks like what happened in South America when Europeans showed. Smooth says Larry Wheels will eat all of us. That's true. That's true. I guarantee you Larry's not a vegan. I'll tell you that much. Big Papa says Busta Rhymes extension level event album. Stay woke, fam. I remember that one. It's a good one, Big Papa. That was a good album. There's only a few years left, what he used to say, right? Sprinkler Ninja says, have a good weekend, boomers. Swap House says, Google it. World's oldest man made it to 113, he said. On that note, I'll leave it with that. Suave House, thank you for chiming in. I appreciate you. Sprinkler Ninja, thank you. I appreciate you too. Bit Papa, I appreciate you. Smooth Operator, I appreciate you. D-Rock, I appreciate you. Revolutionist, I appreciate you. Karan, I appreciate you. All the boomers that are tuning in. Sprinkler Ninja, the rest of the boomers, the silent lurkers, I appreciate all you maniacs. Check the links that I have down below. Check out Strong Lifts. It's the program I'm using. Check out Keto Diets if you're interested in stripping some of the carbs and maybe losing weight. I have links down below. Check out fasting. You could do intermittent fasting, which is short bouts of fasting. I have information down below. Or you could do long fasting. You may want to check out some more radical guys like Snake Diet. Okay. And for you that would like to learn more about the debates between veganism and carnivores, check out the Severage page where he interviews ex-vegans that they went back to eating animals. Suave House, you may want to check that out because this is a competing arguments. You may want to listen to the vegans and see what they have to say. Just, you know, to keep you sharp with the blade. For the same reason I'm listening to you, you may want to listen to that channel. It's this one right here, SV3 Ridge. It's another fringe wacky channel, but at least listen to it. But that's what it is. Also, check out Larry Wheels. He's the gentleman that you see here on the screen. Young 23-year-old power builder, power lifter, bodybuilder out there that is just motivating me to lift more out there. He's on Instagram blowing up and on YouTube. And I think that's about it. We'll be back on Friday with the same live stream. And then we'll be back on Monday with the crypto boom in the morning. Out there. Shout out to D-Rock, Big Papa, and it's Boss Lady. It's me, Boss Lady. I see you out there. Keep booming. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest. Everybody have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in.